Every child in Valorant has heard the tale before about the cursed mummy boy who felt his heart no more. So sad and lorn, the helpless lad, Amumu was his name. He ventured out to find a friend and learn about his bane. For many years, young Amumu traveled through the lands, determined to make friends if only they would understand. But even when Amumu stood upon the ledge of home, his hope would disappoint him and he would remain alone. But then the curse began to whisper in his ear. It would confirm what was Amumu's biggest fear. It pledged that never shall someone become his friend. It pledged that he shall be alone until his end. Sorrow and despair became too much to bear. The moment when Amumu realized what he had done, too late it was for him, for them, the evil curse had won. The anger and the anguish overwhelmed his fragile soul and caused a wicked tantrum that he never could control.
disappear. I'm your eraser. Ain't the cut just like a razor. Murder business, world my blazer. I got all the boys on me. I got all the lines on ring. 나쁜데 turning heads. I got all the eyes on me. Pretty face 걸어 들어와. 유행 선두자. 원하지만 못하잖아. 애가 타잖아. You like whoa. 할리우드도 gold. 난 알지 I know. 준비해. Cause I like the ball. 멈추지 않아. 말할래. 그게 like a bag. 그거 말고 bye. 믿어봐. 그만큼 크게. 어깨 펴고 high. 100% 덤비지 못해. 죽여주잖아. 나는 boss. 간지 with the sauce. 원하면 줄게.
I'm doing damage when just how I planned it. I do what I want when I say. 모든 날 따라해 난 끝내주잖아. To live on the edge of insane. Coming at you loud, real, real wild. Here to light it up, set the world on fire. Gonna break rules and hearts and tools, 'cause that's what the baddest do. Never going back, nah, nah, that. Now don't drip, 'cause I came to make a splash. Gonna break rules and hearts and tools, 'cause that's what the baddest do. Crazy. Sorry for the bad news, sorry I'm so bad. Only took a minute for me to get what you had. Sorry for the bad news, no it makes you sad. There for a minute, baby, you should pack your bags. Way that I look should be breaking the law. If I don't got it, I take what I want. My circle small like a round of applause. You know that I love the sound of applause. You know I mean everything that I say. When you see me coming, get out of the way. Back in the sleigh, back in the sleigh. Back and I'm better and ready to stay. I'm doing damage when just how I planned it. I do what I want when I say. 모든 날 따라해 난 끝내주잖아. To live on the edge of insane. Crazy.
Sorry, not sorry for being the best. 언제든지 내가 좀 해. Look at the gold, all on my chest. Look at the gold, call it a flex.
We the top again, now what? Help me lay the crown, but count us higher than a mountain. And we be up here for the long run, strap in for a long one. We got everybody on one. Now you coming at the king, so you better not miss. And we only get stronger with everything I carry up on my back. You should paint it up with a target. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming, my name you ought to know by now. We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up. Take a lap now, don't be mad now. Run it back, run it back. I got bodies lining up, think you're dreaming of greatness. Send you back home, let you wake up. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler out the head. We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming, my name you ought to know by now. We're taking over. We're taking over. 在以后，除了剩下这还有其他吗？我左右，键盘噼啪在时间滴答着，还不够。你的固执让我来守候，哪怕太迟也不想以后。就在这时放肆的打斗 I got the heart of a lion, I know the harder you climb, the harder you fall. I'm at the top of the mountain, too many bodies to count. I've been through it all, I had to weather the storm to get to the level I'm on. That's how the legend was born. All of my enemies already dead, I'm bored, I'm ready for war. They know I'm ready for war, I told them we're taking over.
Got it all locked up.
I hear the sound echoes beneath, angels and skylines meet, and I'm straining to reach the light on the surface, light on the other side. I feel the pages turning, I see the candle burning down before my eyes, before my wild eyes. I feel you holding me tighter, I cannot see. When will we finally breathe? I feel the pages turning, I see the candle burning down before my eyes, before my wild eyes. I feel you holding me tighter, I cannot see. When will we finally breathe?
This is everything. The glitch mom, Michael, the word of love. It's Bobby, by the way. Let's get it.
Welcome to the world, no heroes and villains. Welcome to the war, we've only begun. So pick up your weapon and face it. There's blood on the ground, go and take it. You get one shot to make it out alive. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your bones, go and take it. This is your moment, now is your time. So prove yourself and
Rise, rise.
make them remember.
Busy chasing round with you on the downtown. There's blood on the crown. Yeah, rise.
They will remember.
Busy chasing round with you on the downtown. There's blood on the crown.
Welcome to the climb up, reach for the summit. Visions brave the one false step lead the end. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your blood, go and take it. This is your moment. Take to the skies, go. Prove yourself and
Rise, rise.
make them remember.
Busy chasing round with you on the downtown. There's blood on the crown. Yeah, rise.
They will remember.
Busy chasing round with you on the downtown. Yeah, homie, we gon' rise, and we will never be sober. Yeah, 지혜 우리 간지에 we can never be humble. We gon' shine, movie scene when we enter. 평생들이 저런 고백 형님의 heavy metal. Smell like a tin spirit 준 golden lord 번호. Pick up your weapon and face it. 아무도 널 막지 않아. 너 얼굴이 말 많아 간중은 널 믿지 않아. 보기 전까지 무시. That's why we gotta rise. Homie, god dang it. 난 너 맡은 지멋대로 걷고. Yo, 바꿔내리 키보드 잘 봐라 모니터로. 내 방패는 가시오 전투하는 날기. 중력 씹어먹고 저 달나라까지 rise. Prove yourself and
Make them remember.
remember what we're about to do. Remember what we're about to do. Higher.
They will remember.
Remember what we're about to do. Remember what we're about to
Pick up your weapon and face it.
Busy chasing round with you on the downtown. There's blood on the crown. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Shurima semifinals, final games. Players Reborn versus Squirtle Squad. My name is Vex Dragon. I'm joined by Willis King of Gaming.
How's it going?
Hoping to get, I believe this is a best of 3 series. So hoping to get 3 games out of this. Nice, close ones. No 2-0 stomps, please.
Yeah, I mean, all season long, we've seen both these teams put up very consistent good games, so I'm confident we're going to see a good back and forth bout.
All right, so draft looks like it's about to be started, so hopefully we can jump right into that soon. Should be starting any minute now.
Any second. Here we go for the action.
Almost. They're saying ready in chat, but they're not starting. Oh, okay. Finally.
Media going for the Hecarim ban. A very highly contested meta pick right now in the jungle. Pretty common. Safe ban.
Players Reborn responding with a cane.
I do believe the Squirtle Squad's jungler is a Kayn one trick, so that would make sense.
Galio and Oriana also off the block here, as well as Lulu.
Ah, yes. I could tell you all about Dr. Dad's Lulu. How much I definitely don't like it.
Yeah, now I do expect from Mycroft Holmes a Thresh pick if they don't ban it. Zach being the final ban on Players Reborn. He's seen a lot of play this season as well.
I mean, yeah, it's a very good pick. Very heavy engage. Oh! No, they're not actually. They're hovering in. They're just going to tease me.
The potential of the Alawi just
Yeah.
whacking in the Shen instead.
Those. Oh, wait. Stop. No. They're bullying me now. I'm a very big Alawi player, and I asked both teams to pick it, and they both probably won't. But though Alawi does beat Shen quite easily, so
Yeah, I've experienced that matchup many a times.
Ashe. Oh, Ashe is still good. Very, very good pick. Slows, a lot of slows, really annoying.
Yeah, locking in a good bot lane champion early on, Players Reborn might want to have a stronger game there, as opposed to the Squirtle Squad locking in their most likely going to be their top lane.
Darius. That's just one of the few champions that counter Shen, you know. Also pretty big lane bully, so it makes sense to. I think it's him and Mordekaiser are probably the two most common Shen counters that you'd expect to pick. You'd see picked. Yep. In response to that,
Yeah,
though,
this Darius.
I think.
Oh,
you can go. Sorry.
This Darius, definitely looking like they want to stop this Shen. I mean, there's not much else showing, and definitely is their counter pick to it. But the Cassiopeia, they're still teasing you with the Alawi. Gotta respect the teams for doing this.
Kaylin Ashe bot lane, the classic for the past couple months.
Yeah, it's really just become the standard. One team gets the Ashe first or the Caitlyn first, and the other chooses to go with the corresponding pick.
Ahri. Ooh.
That does give them a lot of options now. I do like the Ahri.
I don't think I've ever seen Guru play Ahri before, so I'm not really sure how he is on that champ, but I feel like it's not too difficult, especially into a Cassiopeia. It probably should be a very safe lane for him to just farm up, and when the time comes for him to do a nice little engage, Cassiopeia is immobile, so it's easy for Ahri just to dash in, throw a charm in. Rammus ban.
That's got to be a target ban there.
Yeah.
And
Azillion, that's
Morgana Thresh. They don't want the excellent Thresh plays.
Bard. Doctor with the Bard. I've played against Dr. Dad a couple times, and most times I'll see him on champs like Yumi, or actually we usually ban the Yumi, but he plays super supportive, like sit in the back kind of champs like Karma, Morgana. So I'm actually happy to see him on the Bard. So that's a very fun champ, very nice fun to watch. And
yeah, he's got a very nice kit, and with the combination of the Ahri charm potential, Bard coming in there, being able to help them get in for these engages, as well as get out in case things turn sour. Oh, Kennen. Now, what do you think about this? Do you think they're actually going Kennen in top or putting Shen in the jungle?
It's looking like a Shen. Okay, so they flex picked.
That is.
I honestly still don't think Kennen beats Darius though. That might have just been because Darius has Ghost. Like, sure, Kennen has his little hamster ball of electricity, but that doesn't last as long as a Darius Ghost was, I would imagine. So,
Vi being the final pick.
actually, I think Vi's a little sleeper OP right now. Most people like don't play her. I'm not sure really why, but like I can't really. I don't know, but every time I see a Vi, or when I play Vi as well, it's like she kind of just pops off against all the meta junglers, like Hecarim, Graves, Kha'Zix, like all. She just basically beats them all. Of course, unless it's outside lane interference, but.
Yeah, so now that we know the full draft picks for both these teams, how are you feeling? Do you have one of these teams that you're favoring now based on their draft?
Oh, I kind of went into this game thinking Players Reborn were gonna be, win it, but I don't know. Squirtle Squad has a better draft, I think. Just looking at it overall, I mean, the problem with the Darius pick, like, yeah, Darius is a good lane boy. They picked in the Shen, but then the Shen got flex bot, and now the Kennen's top, so Darius is going to have a very annoying lane. I think Cassio, like, I honestly don't think that Darius is going to be useful this game at all. Like, Cassiopeia can just lock him down as well with the W and the constant kiting with, like, her Q miasma on her alt. And Caitlyn traps, you got Kennen's alt, and
Yeah.
Shen,
In the melee matchup, Darius was primed to just bully him, and now he's got to face that Kennen as well as, like you were saying, all this lockdown from the Cassiope, the Caitlyn. It's going to make it hard for this Darius to really get in there. But I'm thinking maybe if this Ahri can get in with some charms, pick off members of the team, the Darius can come in, take someone out before the Squirtle Squad can really get in there and get in position to save them, and then turn the fight into a 4v5.
Mm-hmm. Players Reborn does have a lot more pick potential, I would say, but between the Bard and the Ahri and the Ash Arrow and the Vial, a lot of just basically fog of war. You can't see them, but they like see you and they just all jump on you with like 4 immobilizing CC spells. You just obliterated. So I feel like Team Squirtle Squad definitely has the better team fight comp, but Players Reborn, if they're doing scrappy skirmishes in the jungle using like guerrilla tactics, I definitely think they could win this game doing that.
Yeah, I think it's really going to come down to if Players Reborn can get these picks. I think in the long term, the team fight capability off of Squirtle Squad, they're in the late game, they're just going to be too strong and straight up 5v5s if Players Reborn don't get some early advantages.
I personally think it's up to Dr. Dad to carry this game, honestly. The Bard, he's got to make good roams, or else this game is going to be stagnant, and Team Squirtle Squad is just going to have to scale up the team fight, force objectives, and then just eventually win the game.
I have to agree there. I am actually very interested. I've never actually seen a Shen support. I've never actually seen it, so I'm very interested to see how Mycroft Holmes can bring this to life.
Does Minecraft Holmes does he even play Shen? I wonder if this is just like maybe he's been practicing a little bit, but like I'm worried that this is just like a last minute, let's flex it, even though I have like 0 to no experience on it, and it's probably just going to blow up in their face. But I hope it wasn't that. I would very much appreciate to see.
Well, just a quick look at NAOP, at OPGG. I don't see any Shen for Mycroft Holmes on his main account.
No. That does not bode well. I'm not giving up hope on it yet, but Shen isn't that difficult of a champion to play, but I don't know. sometimes when you go into a draft not expecting to play something you have not played much, it messes with your brain a bit. You get all nervous, and I'm not even sure how well Shen could do into a Ash Bard lane. He might just get poked out before he can even initiate. Well,
Now, where do you think the real battle? Do you think this battle is going to be fought in the jungle, or do you think the bot lane is going to be, or even the top lane? I feel like the top lane though is not really going to be too.
yeah, I don't think much is going to happen top. I want to say it's going to be more around mid lane, but usually when I say things like that, it ends up being like jungle skirmishes. I honestly don't think much is going to happen. I
You
think
think
they're
it's
just going to it's just going to be like a, unless like I said before, the Bard makes some good roams. I'm not sure they can do much. Like unless like the Vi until the Vi hits 6, I don't think the Cassio is very gankable. And top lane's just going to be stagnant because Cannon's, unless he makes a mistake, he's just going to be able to outkite the Darius all the time. So for the first, like, I think 8 minutes of the game, it's just going to be like just not much fighting going on. At least it shouldn't be, unless Rek'Sai wants to get super aggressive and pulls his bot lane. Who actually no, Rek'Sai's not going to have lane pressure, I don't think, into the. All right, never mind. Maybe there will be some action.
I really think the bot lane's going to be
Yeah.
alive. You know, I mean, the Ash Bard early on.
With a lot more pressure than the Shen Caitlyn.
Yeah. The Shen and the Caitlyn, they're going to have to play it really careful the first few levels. Because if they step up too far, if they overcommit to anything, I feel like they're going to get punished in these trades. The Shen
feel like-
being melee,
Yeah.
I think it's a little rough for this matchup.
I feel like the junglers are going to try to do a level 3 gank onto the mid lane. Maybe one of them, or maybe both. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a little skirmish, but one of them probably will try to do a level 3 gank because Ari and like Vi flash Q, Rek'Sai flash knock up onto whatever. Both those are very good level 2 like gankers. Because like the laners will be level 2, Rek'Sai and Vi will probably be level 3. So they'll burn like flash or flash and giving whichever lane didn't have to burn flash like lane advantage. So that might be something that happens.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if they can get their mid lane to get that initial gank, give them more pressure, then the mid laner will be able to carry harder in the fights towards the mid game and the late game.
Yeah, teleport on Ari? Interesting.
Looks like they really want to try to make some map pressure elsewhere.
Yeah. You I know most RE players complain about lack of damage early, so that's why they usually take Ignite. But if you're not going for a solo carry kind of RE build, which is, I guess, not what the Glacial build is for, it's more of a team-oriented kind of like lockdown, just slow everyone so everyone else can catch up, then I guess they don't have to worry much about the Ignite. They're not looking for solo kills early on anyways.
Yeah, I mean, the Cassio, she's taking cleanse. So that's going to make things a little bit harder for those solo kills.
But you cannot cleanse a Vi ultimate. Or a Vi Q. It's a knockup. So I guess, yeah, it's good for Ari's Charm and Ash Arrow and Bard Q, but
The Vi coming in, that's going to be...
Yeah. Vi could still make something happen, even though they have the cleanse mid, but I guess it just depends on how well they pull something off, what the lane state is, where everything's happening, what's going on.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if either team tries for an invade. You know, I don't really see it happening. Neither team really has, in my opinion, the champions that are best suited to that.
level 1 coin flips are fun.
I mean, in the wise words of all my friends, always invade.
Always invade. I like it. I like it. I assume Shen will be starting his taunt.
Yeah, it would make sense to start that. That way he can try to pick one of them off for the Caitlyn to trade some damage on them.
I know Vi doesn't want. Vi starts W most times in jungle, so if they did start Q and they did do an invade and the invade went poorly, Vi's clear would be very. Well, I guess it'd be a couple seconds slower and less healthy clear. So I'm not sure they want to take the risk on players reborn side. So yeah, maybe we won't see any invades. If it does, I'm pretty sure it's going to come out of Team Squirrel Squad. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh yeah, let's actually see. So Mycroft Holmes does have 30,000 mastery points on Shen. So it is a champion he played.
He might
Maybe
not have
a
frequent
while
games
ago?
recently.
Yeah.
With that many mastery points, he definitely knows the kit. Now, in terms of jungle starting position, where do you expect both jungles to be?
I probably think they're both just going to get leashes from their bot side. The pause is beautiful. Hmm. And what? Vi could start red. And then maybe try a bot side gank. Level 3, but not sure. The Ashe and the Bard might push in too hard for that to be possible. Or the Rek'Sai could predict that the bot side would be pushed in, start blue, then go for a bot side gank level 3. That would be a play.
Yeah, I think that's probably most likely going to be what's happening. Both junglers are going to keeping their eyes towards the bot side. I mean, I don't think they're going to both. I don't think either of them's really going to head to the top side for a gank unless there's a big overstep by one of the players up there. I think this game's really going to, like you said, come down to the mid lane, and like always, I think it's going to come down to the bot lane. Whoever has that lane priority down there, get those dragon fights early on.
For those wondering why there is a pause, I do believe it is because someone bug splatted. So we have to wait for them to relaunch their client and let it back in. I think it was Ultimate Ace. It's all Ace's fault.
Turns out, not the ace in this situation.
Oh. Oh, there he is. Ace is reconnected, as everyone can see. So I assume the pause will be gone shortly, and then we can get into the game. I hope. All right, yeah, both teams calling ready, or, yep. So looks like the game will be resuming. And the first Drake on the map is Ocean Drake, which is probably the best dragon to get early game, in my opinion. So both Vi and Rek'Sai are pretty good at soloing dragons in their own respective ways.
Yep.
Yep.
So right out the gate, we see a 5-man headed top. Maybe they want to try to gank this Darius and get early top lane dominance.
Alright, so I guess that was the team I said that would try. If any team was gonna do an invade, it would have been Players Reborn, and
He spotted it though, so already the Vi, the Ashe making their way up.
that's Squirtle squad. Alright, well, gank or invade failed, so little vision down the top side to see Vi pathing when she gets to her Raptors. But any good Vi player would never touch those things until second clear. Actually, so the Caitlyn did take a barrier, I see. But do they have... It's their secondary runes. Yeah, okay, they do have Nimbus Cloak. So I'm okay with the phase, with the barrier. On the Caitlyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got the Rek'Sai starting, like you said, down there in the bot lane. Both taking their reds.
Okay, so that might... So Vi is probably going to be... Oh, yeah, looking for the level 3 gank bot lane, maybe. And a little bit of poke going around everywhere.
This Vi, if the Rek'Sai does decide to go for this first poke, this Vi is in a good enough position that if they spot it early enough to come in and assist, having both the red buff and the blue buff already. The Rek'Sai is just gonna instead head back up. Looks like he's pathing to go take his blue buff.
Yep, and Vi's clearing Gromp, so right here is where she'll hit level 3, and this is where we'll see. Will she be going mid, or will she be going bot? Which lane will be getting her attention?
Yeah, this will definitely be setting the pace for how they want to play these games, these first early fights.
So Shen did put a ward down in the river, so Vi is walking around to the tri-bush, where they won't know she's coming, and it looks like Vi is going to be giving the bot lane a nice little ganky.
Oh yeah, this is... Oh, now they've spotted, but it's a little bit too late to knock out the airborne. The flash off the Shen! He's going to burn, but now the Caitlyn's in danger. The Caitlyn's getting chased. She's going to have to flash and barrier.
Lots
Three
of
summoner spells. And a successful application of pressure now in the bot lane for Players Reborn.
Very, very good gank by Caged Reaper.
Yeah, even though they didn't get the kill, it gives Squirrel Sensei and Dr. Dad this good 10-20 seconds to CS without the Shen and the Caitlyn really being effective.
Handsome's just getting bullied.
Yeah, well, I mean, in a ranged versus melee matchup like this, especially with Kennen, you know, it's going to be tough. But in the mid lane, Rek'Sai just going to cross over. Ahri not in a good position enough for a gank, but the Vi's coming up. Looks like, based off positioning, Vi might want to make something happen. The Bard's roaming up, but he's just going to recall instead. Squirtle squad are aware that both bot laners are not in position. They're going to be a little more cautious elsewhere on the map.
And, Ahri was recalling, but decided, never mind, wants to get another wave in.
Yeah, it's really going to be just trying to get ahead here, I think. Can't let the Cassiope get too far ahead. She's already up at least 10 CS.
Yep, and Squirrel Squad does have a CS lead in every single lane right now, so they should all be proud of. Considering I believe their team fight is much better, so getting these leads and being able to brute force objectives with gold advantages and item leads is probably their best way of winning.
Yeah. First Dragon is up now, so it's only a matter of time before we see eventually something happening here. As in the mid lane,
going in.
Oh yeah, Darius charging after Kennen. Kennen flashes. Darius flashing also. He's really trying to get this, but with the tower
Kennen
help,
burn?
Kennen's gonna get that first blood.
Oh, and Kennen does not bleed out. That is a feels bad for Darius. Oh wait,
Down in the bot lane, the Bard and the Vi jumping over the wall, really going in. The Caitlyn is on her own. She's gonna go down as the Shenner ran up to the river into the Tribush to escape. They're now looking to either chase after. It looks like they're going to inside position and go start to take this dragon. The Shen hanging around right over that ledge. Rek'Sai making his way down the river. Maybe they're thinking about trying to stop this. Instead, he's just going to go take that scuttle. Not much they can do at this point. It's only the first dragon. They don't have to commit to really stopping this.
yeah, Mycroft Holmes saw there was nothing he could do there. Had to give up had to go trade away, give up Caitlyn's life to save his own. Better than them both dying, so.
Yeah, sometimes,
but
you know, that's just how it goes. Sometimes you just have to let one of you die, save the other. Bard and Vi, both over here, but the Vi's been spotted, and now most likely the Bard's been at least spotted. The Vi positioning herself, looks like she wants to help out the mid lane, but the Cassiope is... Oh, instead, they're both heading over here to the red buff. Ari returning back to her lane.
this Rek'Sai is yet to gank anyone.
Yeah,
Compared
it looks...
to the Vi's 2 ganks.
He's really focusing on jungling and getting his farming up, which we've seen pay out in a lot of games, just seeding a little bit of early game control, so that way you just get ahead. It'll be interesting to see if it works out. As he's already at level 6 and the Vi still only at level 5. It's a small lead, but if the Vi keeps ganking while the Rek'Sai keeps farming, he might get even further ahead. But it does now look like he wants to try something bot lane. He's posted up there in the bush, but due to the minion wave, and the Bard's working his way around, he might not realize this. The ward into the bush saves his life. As if he had face-checked that bush, something bad was going to happen.
I don't think the Bard would have died, but he definitely would have lost a big chunk of health. No, and it looks like Vi's coming back for another visit, maybe?
Yeah, but they still have that control ward there in that bush. It's going to give them a little bit of vision if the Vi tries to cross over.
Now this is where... Oh. If I were Squirtle squad, I'd be backing up a little bit. That they are.
Yeah, they're going to drop the control ward, and the Shen taunting onto the Bard. He's doing a lot of damage. Vi jumping over. Unstoppable. Really trying to take down this Shen. We see the Ashe flash over and go for the kill, but the tower and the Caitlyn are going to kill her in response. Now the Vi is in danger as the Ari's coming down as well. They're really going after this. Caitlyn under tower is doing excellent to defend and trade damage off onto her attackers.
So they did trade 1-for-1 in that, and Players Reborn burned a lot to make that happen. So I would say that's a win for Squirtle squad.
Yeah, I mean now, thanks to the way the mid lane went, since the Ari went down, the Cassiope is now free to help out, take this Rift Herald, and she's not going to miss much CS.
Yeah, Squirtle squad has a small gold lead over Players Reborn at the moment, only 700 gold, despite the Vi's constant pressure of the bot side. Caitlyn does have a CS lead over Ashe. Oh, now it's gone, but
It's a neck-and-neck race down there in the bot lane.
the Cassiopeia's lead over Ari is very large at this point, about 23 gold or 23 CS.
Yeah, being that much behind so far, I think Ari really needs to just focus on her weight on the mid lane a little bit. try to catch back up.
I mean, this Cassiopeia has near perfect CS. I think it is perfect, actually. 10 CS per minute.
We do see both junglers hanging around near the top. Rek'Sai looks like he wants to try something, but the Vi might be predicting this. She's hanging around that tri-bush. Getting ready to recall. Ahri making her way up as well. It looks like they want to go, and the Vi face checking the bush is going to get knocked up by the Rek'Sai, but now she's going to go in, knocking him up instead. The Ahri's in here. The stun onto the Vi. He's going to fall to the Rek'Sai, and now Darius is going to fall, as well as Shen ultimate up top. Excellent play there by Mycroft Holmes, picking up a kill for himself.
Wow,
that was
beautiful.
Amazingly played by the Squirtle squad there.
Rek'Sai ulted right as the Ahri charm hit, so it just, completely negated the effects, which is very, very, very big for an Ahri, especially one that's going glacial, doesn't have ignite, lacks a lot of damage. So that charm, which gives, if you didn't know, Ahri's charm does give him, I think, a 20% extra damage boost to the target that's charmed. So that's very vital. You need to hit that in order to be able to have any burst potential whatsoever. So that charm being completely negated by a Rek'Sai ult was just absolutely huge for that fight.
Yeah, very well played by them. As thanks to their vision there, really that Vi face checking that bush started that fight off in a bad spot for them. Down in the bot lane, we do see now an Infernal Dragon is up. And it looks like this time Squirtle Squad's not playing around. They're setting up and they're positioning. They forced off players Reborn to get away from the dragon. And now the Rek'Sai is going to go in.
Doesn't look like anyone's going to be starting dragon yet. Just clearing some vision around.
Yeah, the bot lane for the side of Squirtle Squad, they're going to push their minion wave up. They're going to have that lane priority, which will make things easier. Meanwhile, the Rek'Sai has found himself on the wrong side of the jungle. He's caught between 4 players of players Reborn. He's tunneling. He's trying to do damage and get out, but the Ahri and the Ashe and the Bard and the Vi will claim the life of Squirtle Squad's jungler, which is going to make it hard for them to contest this dragon. But they're coming down as well. Cassiopeia, Shen, and Caitlyn are all down here. And we now see a teleport coming down from the Kennen. It looks like he's coming in on the flank. They back off the dragon. Stuns from the Bard onto the chasing Shen and Cassiopeia.
Now that was a blind Bard ult. They might have seen them walk into that bush from the ward in the river bush, but I'm not sure 100%, so props to Dr. Dad for that ult right there.
The Kennen ult didn't, or the Kennen teleport didn't actually complete. It looked like.
Ansem was able to cancel that.
Very good on him, noticing that if that teleport had succeeded, that fight might have gone a little bit differently. But the dragon will fall to the Squirtle Squad.
Well, Squirtle Squad now has a decent sized lead. They've increased it ever so slightly, about 1.5k now.
Yeah, and the lead is really starting to show. Up in the top lane, the Kennen's already finished his first item. He's got his Hextech Proto Belt, which is going to make things a little bit tougher for this Darius, who only has his Mercury Tread so far, and a Phage.
Caitlyn did just cash her call in, so it's a nice 350 gold power spike, which allows her to complete the Storm Razor.
Yeah, meanwhile, Ashe, she's already got her Bork ready.
Now it seems everyone's completed, all the main carries have completed their first items except for the Vi, who's lagging a bit behind, but probably just because they haven't based yet. Well, and Darius, but that's expected of an O2 Darius in a counter matchup.
Yeah, these ranged matchups in the top as a melee, it's so tough. Stepping forward just to try to CS, especially against Kennen, with his passive being able to stun you, you have to play things so safe.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the Darius and the Ahri are going to go in. Kennen popping his ult. He's doing what he can. But now, Shen is up here. He ulted, and they get the kill back onto Ahri. Vi tries to get away, but the Cassiopeia made her way up and is going to get the kill now. And thanks to that kill, has blue buff and red buff.
I think that was some miscommunication on the side of Players Reborn. Because it looked like as soon as the Ari jumped in and saw that the Shen ulted, she tried to back off, but Cage Reaper just still committed to that. And that's just like, it's really, I think, not a good idea.
Especially the positioning there, being under tower. They really can't afford to go in, but the Ansem will actually get the kill.
It's a nice little solo kill.
But he might get traded back onto. Rek'Sai going in. Hove is really trying to get this kill, and he will get the kill onto Ansem.
Hove making up for his past mistakes. That kill right there.
Yep. Bot lane back into a stalemate. Both sides trading damage off onto each other and backing off with no real fight. As the Rek'Sai is going to go ahead and take this second Rift Herald.
Alright, Players Reborn, they gotta prioritize this Cassiopeia now.
Oh, down in the bot lane. Vi's going in. The Shen is getting targeted. They're really gunning him down. The Bard ult over the wall is going to cut off his way of escape, and the Vi is going to get the kill. Caitlyn's booking it out of here, but the Vi is having none of it. Is going to go for the behind the tower charge, and is really close to killing her. Can she get it? And she will get the kill, but is she going to get out of here? She's really low, but no one on the side of the Squirrel Squad is there in position to take advantage of it. Cassiope is making her way down, but if Cage Reaper's smart, he's going to get out of here now. As the Rek'Sai drops the Rift Herald in the mid lane, he's going to confirm this tower.
Oh.
In the bot lane, Cassiope and Rek'Sai are going to force the Ahri to entirely abandon that second tower there in the mid lane. They're going to do so much damage onto it, and there's nothing she can do as the Bard comes up to try to assist, throwing down the ult, getting the Rek'Sai, but not the Cassiope. As now even the Shen's up here. Bard has to get over that wall. He's in a really bad position there.
And while that was going on, we had a little fight top lane where Kennen did have to burn his stopwatch, or else he would have been once again solo killed by the Darius. Little unfortunate, but oh, Hove going in for a gank. Easy kill.
Yep. Not much the Darius can do there, unfortunately.
That was ping the Rek'Sai flash, though.
Yep, Players Reborn going to take full advantage of the fact that Rek'Sai's top. They're already posting up down here for the dragon. The Caitlyn, she's been caught out. She's been charmed, and Vi's going to get the kill. She's on a complete killing spree, making her way around the map. This Cloud Drake is up in 10 seconds, and Cassiope is going to get the shutdown on the Vi. That is huge for the Squirtle squad.
That's what happens when you leave a Cassiopeia alone for 18.5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much they can really do to compete now. They have to back away from this dragon. Squirtle squad's pretty much going to get this for free.
Makes you wonder, was the Vi sitting bot lane and not mid lane this whole game really worth it?
Yeah, I really think maybe prioritizing the mid lane might have been a little better. I mean, after the first initial gank in the bot lane, if she had instead pivoted to the mid lane, things would have been a little bit better for them, but they're going to have to carry on how they are. Darius finishing his Black Cleaver finally. That is a bit of a power spike he needs. In the mid lane, they're just forced to continually clear out these minion waves.
Oh, you gotta pause.
Yep.
It looks like we had some lag on the side of Karen Franz. But it seems everything is once again all fixed and the game should be resuming soon. I just want to take a look at all this XP differential across the teams. See, Hove has a 2-level lead on the Vi. Boozle's a 1 level up on the Ahri. Yeah.
Karen's got a level on Darius.
Well, I think Squirtle Squad overall, I think, is looking much stronger than Players Reborn at this moment. Even though Players Reborn keeps getting those good little fights off from the bot lane, they pick off either the Shen or they pick off the Caitlyn. But the top side of Squirtle Squad's
Players Reborn going in hard on the top side. They're not letting Karen get out of here. Bard and Vi are up here, and they're gonna get the kill.
just
And
as we're
now-
saying.
Rek'Sai's here trying to defend this tower against 3 players. And he's going to have some pretty good success. He's really just stalling for time as the Caitlyn's making her way up. But maybe the Vi's going to catch her out of position here in the river.
Oh,
The Ahri getting the shutdown in the
Foozle.
bottom lane.
Foozle,
Foozle
why?
throwing over 400 gold
He's
to
so
the side
greedy.
of Players Reborn, trying for a kill. That might be, but the Vi does catch the Caitlyn in the jungle. That is huge. Rek'Sai chasing the Bard. The Bard is caught here. He does get over the wall, though, but he's been followed and pursued. The stun coming through. He's going to get out of there safely.
I still can't believe Foozle just greeted for that so hard.
Yeah,
That-
that gold is going to be put to well use for this Ahri, getting her back.
I'm pretty sure
Try.
that just completely evens them out now.
Yeah, now they're both level 13. The 400 gold gives,
All of Foozle's hard work
yeah,
down
that
the drain.
initial lead.
Well, if you're on the side of Players Reborn, you are really happy with that right now, because goal lead's basically all even up now. 600 gold isn't really much of a lead, especially this far into the game, so...
Now the Vi is starting to catch back up on the Rek'Sai in terms of levels. Instead of having a 2-level differential, it's now only 1 level, being level 12 for the Rek'Sai and level 11 for the Vi. These fights are really starting to go the way of Players Reborn. They're really taking full advantage of picks, catching people off guard. The Vi might actually get the Rek'Sai. The channel's not going to complete. Oh no, Ahri's here as well, and they're going to shut down Holv.
Another shutdown going on to the Ahri. Now the Ahri has a level advantage over the Cassiopeia.
This is huge for the side of Players Reborn. They're really playing this well. They're keeping their heads clear. They're not letting these advantages on the side of Squirtle Squad keep them down.
Well, I gotta say, Squirrel Squad has been not looking too good this past 5 minutes. They were very strong up until the 18-minute mark. Right after that, they kind of fell apart. I hope they can get back on track, or Players Reborn are just going to run away with this game.
They're having an issue. They're getting caught out a lot. I'm not sure if it's a vision issue that they're having, or if they're just not communicating as well with the rest of their teammates. But Players Reborn is really catching, for example, the Caitlyn. They're catching the Rek'Sai out in really unfortunate positions where no one's there to help them.
Yeah, they're just... I think it is the lack of communication. I think they're just kind of autopilot, maybe. Not really thinking about what they're doing and how their actions could be, taken advantage of. And
yeah, Rek'Sai topside, looking like he wants to try something for this Darius. But Darius is either foreseeing this, he's walking away around Tribush, dropping the ward, while in the bot lane, the Bard and the Vi, they're really going in, but the Bard's going to fall down to the taunt and the Caitlyn. And now Vi's caught between way too many of Squirtle Squad and goes down 5 seconds before Dragon comes up. That is a huge advantage for Squirtle Squad to confirm this Dragon. And that has completely thrown the momentum. Oh, meanwhile, the Darius actually getting the Kennen in the top lane, trading back a little bit. But the momentum, in my opinion, now Squirtle Squad's holding a little bit of that.
oh, there was
They're
a little...
on Soul Point now.
They are on Soul Point. Cloud Soul on the cannon would be helpful, and maybe the Cassiopeia, but Rek'Sai, Shen, and Caitlyn, I can't really see utilizing the movement speed after ultimate use very much. But
Yeah, now, do you
Uh,
think Players Reborn can take more advantage of it?
if Players Reborn managed to get a Cloud Soul, I think they'd be much better.
Oh yeah, the,
Wolf just
the
caught
Ari
out.
Charm onto the Rek'Sai. He's been caught out. He's been stunned. They're chasing. They're not letting him away. And the Ash Arrow and the Ari are going to confirm the kill.
And the whole flashes right to the Ash Arrow. That is unfortunate. So
Yeah.
unfortunate.
You hate to see it, folks. You really hate to see it.
And every time I think, oh, you know what? It's a close game. I like that.
Now this is the real roller coaster of the match we were hoping for. As they're going in, they're going to catch the Shen out. He's going to flash to try to get out, but he's been stunned and knocked up. The Bard ult, but the Vi's going to fall to the Caitlyn and the tower. And it completely shifts back into the side of the Squirtle squad for that fight. Cassiopeia ulting there.
Bartle might have been a little trolled there. I'm not sure if the Vi would have been able to kill the Shen, but it did seem like Bard's ult didn't make things any better.
Yeah, it's really tough to say. With such small numbers like that, you know, a minor difference here or there. Cassiopeia, Kennen, both headed. From the looks like Cassiopeia's headed topside. Maybe try to make something of this Darius.
Oh, this Darius has no way of killing this Cassiopeia.
Yeah, he just has to back off. He can't even stand a chance. Like, you don't even want to stay within XP range because that Cassiopeia can just go for it at any moment.
Yeah, because I think Darius has actually reached the point where Kennen can no longer really kill him. He's got enough health built into his kit that the poke doesn't really hurt Darius that much anymore due to the Spectre's Cowl. And Darius has a much better all-in potential. You know, if he manages to pull the Kennen's basically dead if Darius has Ghost Flash. Which is what we've seen happen like twice already. Oh, a two-man Baron, which is very doable.
Oh, yeah. Cassiopeia and Rek'Sai both starting it. But there is a ward. However, it's been...
Oh, they were spotted out.
Controlled. Yeah, there's a
And
fight going down. They're still going down, and they're slowly making their way over. Vi going for Krugs. Does Vi even know this is happening?
They were spotted out. There's a Scryers. They just gave up, I guess.
That's just really unfortunate there. The Baron was so low that... And with the Blast Cone right there, the Vi could have hopped over, stole the Baron. But now, we're seeing Squirtle Squad. Kennen in the bot lane. Yeah, Cassiopeia chasing. She's not going to get caught. She's a little too fast, but the Kennen's taking full advantage of this Baron buff in the bot lane. He's pushing into this tower. And in the mid lane, Ari and Ash are trying to push in. They're trying to keep the momentum in their favor in the mid lane, taking back a turret there. But this Kennen, the Darius is heading bot lane to deal with him. He's going to back off.
Crucially enough, Fuzel did burn Flash, running away from the Vi. So, if they do manage to get a pick onto Fuzel and lock him down, there'd be no way for him to escape. And Fuzel, I think at this point, is basically their win condition. I mean, Caitlyn does damage, but not as much damage.
Yeah, especially with looking at just so far his build. I mean, he's got his Seraph's Embrace, he's got his Leandries, and a Rylaze.
Yeah, I'm looking like a Zanya's on the way. Or a Banshee's. Actually, it might be a Banshee's. With the Null Magic Mantle.
Fight for positioning in the river. Dragon's coming up, so this is real crucial. Squirtle Squad holds the river. Vi goes over the wall, targeting out the Rek'Sai. Really trying to get the early pick. And the Hove is going to go down to Vi. The Caitlyn trying to trade back, but it's not doing enough damage. Vi's going to get out of there. And now the Ari's going in, throwing the charm onto the Shen, while the rest of the team charges in. The Bard's been caught out, though, and is going to fall. Oh, no. Why? Caged Reaper going in against 4 members on his own. And the Ashe coming in to try to support him, both going down. Ari and Darius not in position for those fights.
Players Reborn was very unorganized during that fight. Dr. Dad just kind of walked in by himself, and then Cage just kind of walked in by himself, all funneling into their own little small deaths.
What started as initially a good pick for Players Reborn taking out Hove shifted very quickly. As now their inhibitor in the mid is getting pushed. The Darius is here trying to hold it, but he really can't 1v3, even with the Ahri there to help him. The Baron buff on the minions was still a little too strong.
That's just tragic. Players Reborn probably a little tilted after that. But
Yeah.
they don't
Now
want to get to their head. There's still a chance. Game's not over yet. It's just Cloud Soul. It's probably the worst soul in the game.
Yeah, but there is now, once again, a lead in the favor of Squirtle Squad. I mean, top lane, Kennan's got 3 items and boots, while Darius has just finished his Spirit Visage. Taking a look at the junglers. I mean, the Rek'Sai's got his jungle item, he's got his Black Cleaver, he's got boots, and he's already working on his next item. The Vi's got... what's this? The jungle item and a Trinity Force with the boots.
I think that's a GA coming up after.
But I really think the big, huge lead is there in the mid lane, the Cassiopeia.
Oh?
Oh no, they're going in. Oh, the Vi really doing there. We see a TP coming in from the side of Kennen. Vi's gonna fall down. That was their front line for this fight. The Kennen chasing after. Shen as well, trying to go on. The Bard is gonna fall. Dr. Dad dying to Rek'Sai, but the Darius is gonna try to trade back. Meanwhile, Caitlyn taking down the Ashe. Darius Ansem is going to claim the life of Hold. He's really going in. Cassiopeia, Shen, both on low health, but he can't 1v4. There's just too many people putting out damage, so he's got to back off and play respectful. What an insane fight.
Ooh.
Oh, he's been caught out. Really unfortunate there. Not able to trade back.
You know, it looked so promising at the beginning. They caught out Fuzel. There was nothing he could really do. He got Vi-ulted into an Ahri Charm, into an Ashe Arrow. But they just barely didn't have enough damage to finish him off. And that was just what, really sad. Just really sad.
Yeah, it's just really getting rough. Each fight, Squirtle Squad is doing better and better at responding to how Players Reborn are playing. As we do see, Bard and Shen are going to face off against each other, staring at each other, waving high before each going their respective ways. Ball in the bot lane. Oh no, Cassiopeia is going to catch the Ashe in the jungle.
Fuzel, stop bullying these kids, please.
Fuzel is really bamboozling them.
Fuzel did actually finish his Banshee's Veil, so oh wow, Ultimate Ace is dishing out so much damage. This is just so rough for the side of Players Reborn, as they're just not able to effectively get any picks anymore in these team fights. As the team comp for Squirtle Squad comes online, they're gonna just start the Baron. You know, they've got everyone up, and they're really gonna go through this Baron like it's nothing. There's nothing Players Reborn can do with that. They aren't meant. Their team comp isn't. They get out team fought. They can't be trying to like contest Barons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's probably smart of them not to.
Yeah, just try to, like, the Darius in the bot lane applying pressure down there. The rest of his players getting out of that fight. Just getting away from the Baron safely. But we do see a full 5-man push into the top lane. Squirtle Squad trying to claim another inhibitor, most likely. Players Reborn responding, bringing all 5 of their players up. Both sides posturing, neither wanting to be the first one to give up a pick. But the Squirtle Squad can be a little bit more ballsy here. You know, they're sending the Rek'Sai bottom along with the rest of their players. It looks like they're fully shifting towards the bot lane.
Want to get that last tier 2 turret out of the way, claim some extra gold.
As well as we do have Elder Dragon actually up in 40 seconds. They might be trying to get that bot lane pressure. So that fight there for the Elder Dragon comes a little bit easier. We see a lot of players on the side of Squirtle Squad backing right now to do some last minute purchasing.
And Players Reborn this is their do or die moment. They have to win this fight. If they can't give up the Elder Dragon, otherwise they just 100% completely lose the next fight. So they have to contest here. And I believe this is the final fight. This is going to be the last fight of this game. Game 1.
Yeah, if Squirtle Squad takes this dragon, there's no chance Players Reborn have of winning a fight. The Elder Dragon buff is just too powerful in combination with the current team comp that Squirtle Squad has.
You know
Both sides really posturing up here along the
Oh.
river. Squirtle Squad, they're going in. They're chasing down. The Vi has been caught. The Darius has been caught out. Meanwhile, up there, the Cassiopeia is getting caught out. Darius will fall to the Caitlyn. And now the Shen ults over onto the Cassiopeia, forcing Players Reborn to back off as the dragon gets started. Rek'Sai and Caitlyn are going to start this dragon. Bard getting caught out at the front. He's going to go down. That's really bad as now the Vi is front lining. Going to go down. It's going to get resurrected. The Ahri falls to the Cassiopeia. The dragon is for Squirtle Squad. They get Fuzel dying in that encounter. But the ace. Players Reborn all down. Squirtle Squad is now free to just push into their base. And like you called it, to the victor, go the spoils. As Squirtle Squad are now free to just go in and try for the end. The Darius is going to be up. Maybe he can try something, but in a 4v1 with Elder buff, I don't think he stands much of a chance.
Well.
He is going to give it the old good effort try, and the Bard is over here as well. Actually going to get the shutdown onto the Rek'Sai, but it's not enough. Game 1 for Squirtle Squad.
It was a very close game, I would say, and up until around the 28 minutes mark, around that area. It was very... If I was Players Reborn, I'd still be a little happy with that game. They showed that they did have a chance. They did come back from, like, I think it was like a 3K gold deficit at around the 20-minute mark, and they just were making gains. They're making plays. But in the end, they just let the Fuzel scale too hard. Cannon got too many items. Caitlyn got too many items. You know, they just kept forcing team fights, and that was Squirtle Squad's way to win. And that's just, they ended up winning.
Yeah, I really think you're right. The Cassiopeia just got way too fed to handle. I mean, they were right away from the draft, the Kennen into the Darius. The top lane was going to be lost already for their side. I think if they had devoted a little more resources into the mid lane to try to shut down that Cassiopeia, it would have been a little bit more in their favor.
All right. We're going to head off to an intermission real quick, but don't go anywhere. We're back for game 2 very soon.
disappear. I'm your eraser. Aim the cut just like a razor. Murked up in this world, my blazer. I got all the boys on me. I got all the lines on ring. Knocking dead, turning heads. I got all the eyes on me. 80 face, 걸어 들어와. 유행 선두자. 원하지만 못하잖아. 애가 타잖아. You like whoa, 달리 유도 gold. 난 알지, I know. 준비해, cause I like the ball. 멈추지 않아. 나는 내 그게 like a bag. 그거 말고 bye. 믿어봐, 그만큼 크게. 어깨 펴고 high. 100% 덤비지 못해. 죽여주잖아. 나는 boss. 간지 with the sauce. 원하면 줄게.
I'm doing damage when just how I planned it. I do what I want when I say. 모든 날 따라해 난 끝내주잖아. To live on the edge of insane. Coming at you like real, real wild. Here to light it up, set the world on fire. Gonna break rules and hearts and tools, cause that's what the baddest do. Never going back, nah, nah, that. Diamonds on drip, cause I came to make a splash. Gonna break rules and hearts and tools, cause that's what the baddest do. Crazy. Sorry for the bad news, sorry I'm so bad. Only took a minute for me to get what you had. Sorry for the bad news, know it makes you sad. There for a minute, baby, you should pack your bags. Way that I look should be breaking the law. If I don't got it, I take what I want. My circle small like a round of applause. You know that I love the sound of applause. You know I mean everything that I say. When you see me coming, get out of the way. Back in the sleigh, back in the sleigh. Back and I'm better and ready to stay. I'm doing damage when just how I planned it. I do what I want when I say. 모든 날 따라해 난 끝내주잖아. To live on the edge of insane. Crazy.
Sorry, not sorry for being the best. 언제든지 내가 좀 해. Look at the gold, all on my chest. Look at the gold, call it a flex.
We at the top again, now what? Below the crown, but count us higher than a mountain. And we be up here for the long run, strapping for a long one. We got everybody on one. Now you coming at the king, so you better not miss. And we only get stronger with everything I carry up on my back. You should paint it up with a target. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you calling my name. You ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up. Take a lap now, don't be mad now. Run it back, run it back. I got bodies lining up, think you're dreaming of greatness. Send you back home, let you wake up. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler up ahead. We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you calling my name. You ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
在以后，除了是沙子，还有其他吗？
我左右，键盘琵琶着，时间滴答着，还不够。你的固执让我来守候，哪怕太迟也不想以后。就在这时放肆的挑逗。I got the heart of a lion, I know the harder you climb, the harder you fall. I'm at the top of the mountain, too many bodies to count. I've been through it all. I had to weather the storm to get to the level I'm on. That's how the legend was born. All of my enemies already dead. I'm born, I'm ready for war. They know I'm ready for war. I told them we're taking over.
Got it all locked up.
Welcome back to game 2 of the Shurima finals. I am Vex Dragon, joined by Willis, King of Game. And we're about to hop into draft and get things started, so do it.
If game 1 was any bit of a tell of how game 2 is going to go, I think we have another roller coaster in store for us.
Roller coaster of emotions. Can't wait. Who's going to throw first? Players Reborn? Girl Squad? Oh.
Let's see. This first ban will really set the fate. The mood of the room is once again a cane ban for the side of Players Reborn.
Yeah. Good ban. Ban out the guy's one trick. Though, he did do very, very well on the rec side. So, start off a little slow, but...
So far, the same bans coming through for both sides. The Hecarim and the Galio for Squirtle Squad, and the Oriana and the Zac Players Reborn. Shen actually getting banned out this time.
Yeah, the only difference in ban is instead of a Lulu, it's a Shen. And Dr. Dad's signature Lulu lock-in. Still a very powerful champion. I understand why he plays it. Champ's actually kind of broken.
I don't have a lot of experience with Lulu. But
Lulu paired with the right ADC. Actually, maybe it doesn't even need to be an ADC, but Lulu's ultimate and ability to polymorph like anything is just so strong and annoying. It's like
getting a Cassiopeia again?
Once again. I'm surprised they didn't ban that, but maybe his Oriana's better than his Cassiopeia, which I can't really see that because his Cassiopeia was kind of nuts, but hey.
Maybe this time they're going to try to shut him down early on and keep him from getting ahead.
That is probably what they should do. Though Ultimate Ace did end up out damaging Fuzul at the end of the game by quite a large margin, but I feel like Fuzul generated a lot of pressure for most of the game from how far ahead he was.
Sejuani being the second pick for the Squirtle Squad.
Echo being hovered. And being picked. I wonder if that's an Echo. Ooh, Kog'Maw Lulu, the classic.
That is going to be
menace.
A brutal pair.
I guess they're going to try to match Fuzul's scaling with their own scaling. And I think Kog'Maw definitely outranges a Cassiopeia, so Fuzul might be in for a wild game. Ooh, Samira
taking that Samira.
Brand new 200 years champion. Very exciting.
It's going to be interesting to see who they pick to support for her. So far, Mycroft Holmes' signature Thresh is open.
Oh, Tarek, man. Tarek with Samira? Yeah. Maybe he just plays a lot of Tarek. But I can't really see a Tarek and Samira lane going that well. Samira kind of needs someone to initiate, and Tarek's not much of an initiator.
Yeah, I mean, really need someone who can get the fight started. A hook champion, in my opinion, works best with Samira, Thresh, and Nautilus.
Leona, Pike. Maybe not even Pike, actually. Leona, Nautilus, Thresh, I think, are the three.
Taking Warwick and Set as the final two bans.
I guess that's another good one.
see what Squirtle Squad decide to go in first. I mean,
Walk in
they
the
have
Thresh, maybe.
yeah.
Oh, Leona.
Leona, the ultimate CC lock there.
My personal favorite support. Helped me climb to Diamond 3 last season.
And they will lock it in. That's going to be very good for Squirtle Squad there to try to counter that Lulu Cogmaw.
Samira Leona has a lot of aggressive early game, and Kog'Maw Lulu, not much of an early game at all. So I can definitely see Kog'Maw is going to be put behind just by their existence.
But players are born. Realize this. Going with an Ornn, there's late game ornaments. And
Oh,
the late game power.
they're just looking to keep that Kog'Maw peeled for and keep the. Yeah, I think this is just going to be a Kog'Maw's show. All right, well.
Picking up a Moo for their final, so looking like we have an Echo as their mid laner and a Moo for jungler.
I hope Squirrel Sensei is comfortable with being the 1v9 champ because, Trundle. No, there's no way they're locking that in. They do. Trundle top lane. Okay, Karen. Interesting.
This is a very, very interesting draft compared to last time.
So you got. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not really sure how Trundle into Ornn goes. I would assume the Trundle just wins, but it is Ornn. Maybe the Trundle doesn't win.
It is the champion that, it's just going to get so much pressure or so much advantage, really, from his ability to just stay in lane to create items as well as getting those ornaments later in the game.
Just looking at this draft, I think Players Reborn has the easier comp to execute. So usually easier means easier to win. So all they really got to do, realistically, they have to take a 5v5, and they just got to keep the Kog'Maw alive. As long as they keep the Leona away from the Kog'Maw, the Sejuani away from the Kog'Maw, I honestly think they can just pull out a free win, because there is so much CC to stop the Samira ultimate. Ornn's W, if there's any brittle proc on Samira and she gets like autoed by him, or a Mumu alt, Mumu Q, Lulu W, Echo W. Cassiopeia has to find a way in, but Ornn is Mumu, very tanky, high damage.
But on the other hand, if this Samira Leona can get ahead in the bot lane, thanks to their early aggression, and they can keep themselves ahead of this Kog'Maw Lulu, it might just provide enough of an advantage for them to try to stay in the game and even get ahead.
Yeah, Caged Reaper better be AFK bot lane. Because if that Kog'Maw doesn't survive laning phase, there is no way. I don't think there's any way Players Reborn can win, unless Squirtle. They almost threw last game, so let's be real. Maybe there is a chance.
Yeah, they're really banking on this Kog'Maw composition. So if Squirtle Squad can properly sort of read into that, not feed the Kog'Maw too much, and not throw a 700 gold bounty. Looking at you, Foozle.
Looking at both sides, I think both teams have equal engage opportunities. Sejuani can QR, stuff like that. Leona can R, E. Then you got a Mumu. Mumu's got his Q and his all. Ornn's got his all. Echo's got his W. So it's not unlike last time where it was more of a last game where both comps looked like they wanted to do different things, and Squirtle Squad ended up executing theirs a lot better. I think both comps here want to team fight. It's just a matter of who gets the engage off first that decides who's going to be winning. Because if a Kog'Maw gets caught out by a Leona ult, Kog'Maw probably dies. If Cassiopeia or Samira get caught off by a Mumu ult, Ornn ult, stuff like that, they probably die. So
Yeah, it's really going to come down to who starts the fight and who's in sort of better positioning. Because if Squirtle Squad can't get to that Kog'Maw, he's just going to be able to lay out the damage. And he's going to be able to carry those fights. Especially late game, if that Ornn can at least keep himself even with Trundle in terms of gold, he'll be a little too tanky for them to burn through and then burn through a Kog'Maw before the Leona stun and CC lock wears off.
well, I'm hoping for a very close game here. Just like last game. 30, I think it was, what was it, 38-minute game? 35-minute game was about?
Yeah, it was about that. So it was a good long game, back and forth the entire time. And I'm expecting to see another game like that. It's all going to come down to a few key fights near the end.
It's a fly in my room. Oh boy.
Now, based on any of these team comps, do you expect any kind of big sort of early pressure, early ganks, early invade from either of these teams?
I kind of want to say that Squirtle Squad can invade, but I'm not sure. Because, like, yeah, if Leona E's hits somebody, Smear has the passive, knocks him up. But then, like, realistically, like, Sejuani wants to start E, because starting Q and W is really, really awful. Cassiopeia doesn't really have much early game damage. Trundle, not really much going on there either. So, really, their invade is just Samir or Leona. And then you look at the side of players Reborn, you got Kog'Maw, which level 1, his W, if he goes lethal tempo, can actually dish out quite a lot of damage. Echo's probably going to start Q, slow, a lot of damage. I honestly don't think anyone should be invading. No, both sides probably shouldn't. I don't think there's going to be anything happening with invades early, but ganks, I expect Cage Reaper to be sitting down bot lane most of the time. At least he should be. I think Trundle into the Ornn. I don't think much is going to be happening unless Ornn does some crazy shenanigans and gets caught out a bunch, but I think Ornn can just safely farm with Q. Echo shouldn't be trying to do anything against Fuzel because he's not the carry, and Cassiopeia does lose to Kog'Maw Lulu, I would assume. So as long as Cage to keep his bot lane ahead, which he should just sit down there. It doesn't matter if he's losing in farm, he's not the reason they're going to win. And then on the side of Squirtle Squad, I think, well, Sejuani's got to make plays happen in the bot lane. So I think it's going to be a very aggressive 3v3 fights bot lane a lot. A lot of 3v3 bot lane fights. Or 2v3 or 2, depending on who ganks what. Oh, Ultimate Ace going for a barrier rush or a barrier play again, but this time did not take phase rush. So there's normally no movement speed there.
We do see both mid laners taking teleport this time. Neither of them, the Fuzel not needing cleanse this time against an Ahri.
And into the game we go. Doesn't look like we have any pauses so far, so that's pretty good. Better than last game start.
And we are right at the gates. And it looks like, once again, Squirtle Squad. This time, they're running 5-man. They're running 5-man bot. It looks like they're trying to maybe make something happen, get an early pick onto someone down here in the bot lane.
Yeah, they're just going to get spot out immediately by the Sword.
Yeah, really good ward positioning, and now players are born. They're going to shift their positioning accordingly. They know exactly where they're headed. They know the path they're going to take. And they Mumu, in response, is just going to go ahead and invade and start placing wards.
Oh, and Amumu responded by placing a ward of his own in Holv's bot side jungle.
Yeah, that's going to be a little good. Both sides having vision. That ward positioning there for the Amumu, that's going to be pretty helpful.
It's kind of awkward though. A little weird position.
Yeah, you don't get to see the camps, but you'll at least see if anyone passes by that sort of intersection.
Yeah. And Amumu's starting top side, getting leash from the Ornn, and Holv is going to start from the bot side.
Yeah, topside Karen hiding the fact that Holv started bot, staying away from the minion wave.
I'm expecting a level 2 all-in as soon as Mycroft and Ultimate Ace hit level 2.
Yeah, they're going to need to be as aggressive as they can early on while they have this advantage.
Oh, looks like Ansem's poking out Karen just a little bit, weaving in those autos.
Pretty useful early on to be as tanky as Ornn.
Oh,
missing the spear.
That just
They're gonna have to back off. It's a lot of damage being put on to Ultimate Ace. Oh no, Samira, you're in a lot of danger here. I don't know if you realize this.
I think they just lost their entire. Like I wouldn't be scared of that Samira anymore. Like the all-in, I think they just. Oh, I don't know. Dr. Dead did take exhaust, so maybe if they did all-in, there's still a chance of. But the exhaust does help later for the ultimate. So it is smart, but just
Once
a little
again,
bit of a.
Mycroft missing that spear as the Kog'Maw stepped forward, stepping back to dodge.
Yeah, actually, I think Kog'Maw Lulu have lane prior right now. There's no way Ace can go in without basically killing himself.
Yeah, it's real dangerous, and Mycroft just really has to sort of try to sit there and body block some of these shots, try to keep Ultimate Ace alive. And now Amumu's making his jungle path all the way towards the bottom. This is now a little bit of dangerous territory, whether they know it or not, for Ultimate Ace and Mycroft Holmes.
It's like Amumu full cleared his whole jungle.
I'll be interested to see if he makes his way over towards the river to try for a gank. Try to apply some early pressure as Sejuani takes Scuttle Crab and thinks about heading top.
Sides not to.
Smart move. Maybe heading towards the bottom, towards the mid lane. Maybe try and make something work with Cassiopeia and Echo. Hanging out in that bush. The Echo's overstepping. Sejuani's going to go in and get the airborne. Echo is going to try to get out of there, but she's been stunned. Flashes to get away.
Barely gets out of that one. That W was very crucial.
Well played by Holv to wait for the right moment where Gruer stepped forward a little too far.
Oh, Ansem is running out of mana here on the Ornn. Not much of a champion without your mana. Can't really use any of your spells, and Ornn is a spell-reliant champion. Auto text don't really do much on that guy.
Yeah, he's gonna have to putting out a lot of damage on a Karen regardless. Really, even with low mana, doing a lot. Karen's in dangerous position here, has to run back. Amumu is trailing behind. First blood goes to the Leona in the bot lane, however, in a full-on, all-in. Dr. Dad claiming back Ultimate Ace, however, but Mycroft Holmes is gonna get the Lulu. That's a 1 for 2 in the bot lane.
Double kill on the Leona. Let's go.
I mean, not ideal. Ideally, they would have loved to have one of those kills go to Ultimate Ace, but having a bit more of a buffed up support, I would never pass up on that.
Leon is one of those supports that are very good at 1v1ing ADCs early. So I'm actually perfectly fine with this. Leona got the Kindle gem. That's extra 200 health, 10% CDR. Very beefy frontline. And with that ability, Leona is allowed to basically go in whenever she wants and not be scared of like what they can do is Samira can sit back a bit maybe. Leona can just go in, poke a little bit. Like just Kog'Maw's not going to do much damage early against the Aftershock. Alright, wait. Leona took Guardian, never mind. I am mistaken.
The first dragon is up. It's been up for a little bit. It is a Cloud Drake. So far, no one really in a good position to really take the Drake. Mumu and Sejuani are still focused on clearing their jungle camps.
I don't even think a Mumu or Sejuani could even solo either. Like, neither of them could probably do it. They'd have to do it as a team. But it looks like Sejuani and... Oh.
They're going to take the Scuttle Crab. Now, Sejuani moving up towards the mid lane, and Mumu's hanging around here as well.
Fuzel insta-flashes away from the Mumu Q. Very smart.
Well played. Exactly what we expect out of Fuzel. In the top lane, the Ornn is really pushing in this Trundle, being real aggressive. Karen is not in a good position right now.
I'm sure once the... I feel like Karen's gonna first build a Bork, and then after that, I don't think Fuzel or Ansem could do much. I think a Blade of the Rune King Trundles is probably gonna walk right over that Ornn. Especially with the ultimate.
Ansem just really has to take full advantage of the fact that right now he can still really bully Karen. Well, actually, the dragon is going to go down. We see Hove and Mycroft are going to take this dragon pretty quickly. They're doing a good amount of damage. By the time the Kog'Maw and Lulu got there, it was already gone.
That 10% CDR is very helpful on this side of Squirtle Squad.
Hove making his way up to the mid. I think the Echo spotted this though, but he's going to go in over the wall anyway for the Airborne. Stunning, knocking out. Fuzel just can't actually get there in time. He's caught on the wrong side of the wall in a really awkward of which way do I take to get to this fight.
Yeah, unfortunately, he had to burn his flash earlier. He could have used that aggressively then and probably gotten the kill, but...
It's probably better to use it defensively like he did.
Yeah.
Staying alive, I mean, look at his CS. He's already got a 20 DS lead against Gruyere again.
Oh, got a little alcove gaming going on from the Lulu.
You know?
Ansem going in for the all-in.
Oh yeah, the Ornal knocking up Karen and gonna get the kill.
Karen.
I mean, you feel bad, but she's got that Bilgewater Cutlass now.
Oh.
Wow, the Sejuani going in against the Ornn. This is actually turning back against now. Sejuani has to be a little bit careful. Actually, now it's against the Ornn. Stayed a little too long there under the turret Ansem.
Unfortunately, he was out of mana.
That's real unfortunate there. Just how fast you can go from full health to dying when you take a fight out of the tower.
Ansem. That was interesting. I guess he just got lost in the moment. Didn't realize he had no mana. Just kind of dove the turn. It's like, I actually can't do anything.
You know, sometimes you got those horse blinders on. You see someone in front of you. You see someone you think you can kill, and you just go for it.
Well, I mean, I can't say I probably wouldn't do the same, but at least he's beating his laner right now. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he's already got that Bramble Vest, and he's got a Bomby Cinder. He's already off to a good start. Amumu coming in for the middle gank. Fuzel really working here just to try to stay in dodge and get out of their range. Very good work there.
It's like Ansem. They might be looking for the Rift Herald right about here. And nope, just a little walking down and
Turning
checking out the
around.
fights.
Maybe trying again. Now, Fuzo gonna back finally.
Oh,
In the middle, Sejuani going in against the Lulu, correctly targeting out the support, the stuns, and the damage. The root onto Dr. Dad. Now the stun! Oh no, Kog'Maw is in complete danger. Samira flashes and gets the kill, but is gonna fall to the turret. Dr. Dad getting the kill onto the Samira from the
that
grave.
is unfortunate. Now, right there, I think Dr. Dad should have maybe not flashed, but after the 4th stack of the Sejuani passive was on him, maybe probably best to accept your fate. But you know, I appreciate the attempt at living. Definitely don't want to give over kills as much as possible, so it makes sense that he tried to flash away regardless.
Yeah,
And
but
we have a little
Cage
dive.
Reaper is gonna drop this Ratel top. The Ornal into the Trundle. Amumu is gonna get out of there. The tower not falling. Still has 1 plate left.
And Trundle is
it's gonna
mega
fall.
tanky with that ult right now.
Yeah, Samira's made her way up here. Amumu has to run away from this. This is actually really good there. Play off of Ultimate Ace, getting up to the top lane to help save that turret. While in the mid lane,
Oh.
Echo is under tower. Sejuani went in. And now Leona's here as well. Cassiopeia, Fuzel getting the kill. But Echo getting the trade back onto Sejuani.
Well, I'd call that a win.
I mean, it gets Fuzel ahead even further. And Hove was already a little bit ahead on the Amumu. But the dragon is coming up now. We have an Ocean Drake in 7 seconds. See some early ward placement from the side of Squirtle Squad.
And Ansem just uses TP to go mid, so if they do try to... I don't think players Reborn can even try to contest this.
It'll be very rough. You know, he's got... Karen's got her TP up. Fuzel's got his TP up. So if Squirtle Squad wants to, they can really make this fight into a 5-man.
Oh?
Oh, Lulu. And the Kog'Maw. Forcing the Samira back. Sejuani making her way down. She's spotted the Amumu. But the Lulu's here to back him up. Amumu going in. Sejuani's forced to run away from this. Echo's making his way over now. And now the Leona's here to back him up. The dragon has spawned in. Cassiopeia might catch the Echo off balance and out of position. The Sejuani and the Leona are going to try and leash this dragon out of here and try to convince him to get out of his pit. While in the top lane, or an ultimate going in against Karen. Ansem missed, though, and has to back off. The dragon goes down to Sejuani. Top lane, Ornn has to back off. Trundle flashed to stay alive.
So,
So, a lot of back and forth micro trades there.
overall, not much happened. Just a little dragon.
Karen now does have her Blade of the Ruined King. That is a big power spike.
I hope this is the part where Karen's Trundle finally take over.
TP back, the tower's still up.
Oh.
Oh man! Ansem, you're in danger
and I
now.
fight bot lane?
You've got to get out of there. Fight in the bot lane. They're going in. Kog'Maw doing so much damage with the Amumu, and the Samira's now caught out on the lone. Trundle unable to confirm the kill on the Ornn. Ansem got out of there in time. 2 kills in the bot lane.
Unfortunately, both of them were on the Amumu and none went to the Kog'Maw. 4 kills in the bot lane, and none of them went over to the Amumu. It's so unfortunate if you're on the sides of players Reborn, because that Kog'Maw is your carry late game.
Yeah,
Those kills in that Mumu on that Lulu, none of that matters. That
Yeah,
Cassiopeia,
it's very
Samira.
difficult. Oh, Ornn is in danger. Sejuani over the wall, knocking up in the airborne. Ornn, oh no, the Trundle. Oh, they're going in, they're getting the stun. They're putting so much damage onto this Ornn. Ornn doesn't even really stand a chance. Even under
Wait,
tower, the
wait.
Sejuani going over the wall gets the kill. Oh,
No!
now the Sejuani's got to run away.
Sejuani's
Oh no!
dead.
The Ornal and the Sejuani,
No.
the double kill for Ansem.
Karen. Ansem.
Oh no!
That was just so tragic. Props to Ansem for walking in a straight line. Unfortunate that Hole and Karen were unable to finish the 1 HP Orn.
That was so close. The Amumu. Amazing communication and map awareness there. Getting up there just in time to turn that fight around.
That... Oh, Amumu has actually bought a Leandri's Torment.
That is interesting. First item completed Leandri's Torment. That's going to be pretty good for him in this matchup, I think.
And he is building a Cinderhole. Oh, yeah, against the Sejuani, that's definitely a good build, or good buy. But I wonder if he's going to continue to build some more AP, or at least that's just the 1 AP item wants a little bit of extra damage. He's going full tank now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he does with the rest of it. Meanwhile, Sejuani has completed her Cinderhulk.
And does look like she's building Warmogs next.
Maybe, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, fight going down in the middle. Lulu coming over the wall, trying to slow the Sejuani, but the Sejuani is catching this Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw throwing out a lot of damage there.
Yeah, that Ace was just way too chunked to even do anything that fight. Kog'Maw's damage is just so insane, despite having 1 item.
The early advantage that Squirtle squad seemed to have in the bot lane is starting to shift as the top lane is dominated by this Ornn. He's got his Sunfire's cape ready. The Trundle being chased down. Karen, no! Karen, you made a mistake, but the Trundle is staying alive. Sejuani going in! Sejuani, no! Hove gets the echo! How did that happen?
And Fuzel just wastes his flash. Good. Why? Well, besides the wasted flash, that is a very, very well played by Players Reborn, by Squirtle Squad. Karen just managing to survive somehow due to willpower of Blade of the Ruined King and Trundle Ultimate.
Yeah, it's they're gonna actually take this Reptile Squirtle squad, looking to get some more gold. I'd be willing to bet that they're gonna take this mid, as the dragon is falling to Players Reborn. Squirtle squad, they're not gonna be able to get down here in time.
It's a good trade.
Cassiopeia, going in from behind is gonna have to just back off instead. The rest of the team isn't in position in time.
I would say that's probably a better trade on the side of Players Reborn. The Dragon, I think, at this point is worth way more than a Rift Herald, especially one that would bring Squirtle Squad to Soul Point.
I mean, especially the fact look at it. We have an Infernal Drake coming up. Whoever gets this Infernal Drake, that's a huge advantage.
I want to see the Ornn all in the smear right now. He can do it.
Yeah, Ansem is really trying to. But I think he's learned his lesson about going too close to those towers.
Yes. He's got mana this time. It has to work out, right?
I'd be willing to bet. Maybe the Bramble Vest will trade damage onto the tower. Maybe that's how it works now. We do see a lot of fighting going on. The Echo and the Cassiopeia trading down here in the bot lane. While Leona making her way through the jungle. This is potentially an opportunity for Players Reborn. They're
Huh?
really actually getting in position. This Trundle in the top lane is backing off, and so is the Leona. This is really smart by them.
All right, so a little item check going on here. We've got Foozle at 2.5 items. Once again, insane CS. Basically has a CS bounty at this point because I don't think the 1 kill is the reason he's got a 200 gold bounty right now. I think Kog'Maw actually has item advantage over the Samira despite having 0 kills.
Very importantly, Ansem's got his first ornament.
Oh. So Ansem, yes, level 13. Level 14 is when
Or
you
an
can start
ultimate
giving
coming
the
in. They want to start this fight. Oh, man!
200 years deletes that Ornalt.
That was amazing, man. Well played by Ultimate Ace. Because if that Ornalt had gone off and knocked them up, that Kog'Maw was about to go through their entire team like they were butter.
Knife through butter.
As Sejuani in potentially a
Oh.
good position. They're going to catch the Amumu out. Cassiopeia, Foozle coming in as well. They've stunned. They've knocked up. Echo coming in, but the shutdown onto the Amumu. Foozle getting that kill and getting the gold. Not like he really needed it,
Oh.
but it's going to help. Well, in the top lane, the Trundle and the Orin going in. Karen
Oh, no.
really trying. Karen, don't go near that tower.
Nah, Karen, you got it. Come on, have confidence.
The Kog'Maw's coming up, Karen. You can't overcommit to this fight
Right,
here. You
gotta leave
should
now.
back off, or else you're going to be in danger, as the Lulu is also here. But, meanwhile, Sejuani and the Cassiopeia are going to take this bottom tower. They're going to do a lot of damage to it, and the Echo's going to try and just keep them to back off.
I still think Karen could have won that.
You know, in my mind, I want to say it's not possible, but in my heart, we have to believe. And yeah, Sejuani did actually pick up that Warmogs a little bit ago.
Second item. I don't think Warmog's even procs anymore. Second item. I think they got rid of that like last year. But maybe I'm wrong. I guess we'll have to find out if a fight ever breaks out.
Yeah, we do see a lot of people backing, sort of getting in position. Players Reborn are now redeploying across the map, while Squirtle Squad all head back. At least 3 players on their side heading back to pick up items. And this next Infernal Drake is up in 30 seconds.
Foozle had just finished his Rylai's, so third item, and Karen just finished a Wit's End.
But Ansem has his second ornament, the Infernal Mask, completed.
And he just upgraded Kog'Maw's Blade of the Ruined King into whatever the upgraded version is.
Might of the Ruined King. Squirtle Squad needs to win a fight here. They need to win this dragon fight. Because these ornaments are starting to roll out.
Oh.
The dragon is up. The Trundle is still in the top lane. Karen's got teleport up, though. I think Karen needs to get a little bit pressure on this tower and make her way down here now. Because the Amumu is leading the charge in.
Oh.
Flashing! Getting the stun! The Orin ult coming in! Is gonna get the knockup this time! The Samira doesn't stand much of a chance there. She's going down fast. Oh, the Leona actually, as well as the Samira.
That was huge.
Karen's down here now, but she's been chased back.
Critically, the Samira mistimed the W, was not able to stop the Amumu bandage toss from hitting the Leona. That is just so unfortunate. That whole fight, I don't want to say it's Ultimate Ace's fault, but it technically was Ultimate Ace's fault. And that might have been the last moment. I'm not sure, but like, this Kog'Maw is just scaling. The later the game goes, the harder it gets for Team Squirtle Squad.
Especially with these ornaments. I mean, now that Kog'Maw has the Might of the Ruined King, that's a lot of damage he's outputting. as well as the fact that this Ornn has both his. I mean, he's hitting these with these Ornn ultimates, you know, and he's doing damage. He's tanking.
Oh?
Oh, we got a fight going down. The Amumu getting caught out, but the flash from Mycroft Holmes. And he's still gonna die from the Cogmaw. Trundle chasing down the Echo, but the Echo gonna pop back to his body. The Ornn ult coming in, knocking up the Samira. He's in the front line now. The Trundle's here. Ansem getting the kill onto Samira. Oh no, Karen! That's not where you wanted to be. But Gruyere does fall to Fuzel.
Fuzel trying his best to practically win the game solo.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
he's really putting the work in for his team here.
He's practically the only one doing damage at this point. I mean, Samira needs so much setup in order to get off her big 1v5 ultimate that just melts the entire team, and so far the Samira has been unable to get that setup necessary for that. Gotta feel bad for Fuzel, because got a lot of weight on his shoulders right now.
I mean, look at the lead he's got there. He's sitting with, what is that, a 90 gold lead?
On the Echo.
Yeah, or
He
a
almost.
CS, 100 CS lead. You know, he's got 3 items completed. You know, he's just really doing so much work, but it's the rest of his team just can't keep up.
I want to see Fuzel flame Horizon Brewer. I want to see that 100 CS over him.
It's getting close. A bit of a fight potentially going to go down here in the river. However, the Amumu throwing the ward up in that bush. Or was that the Lulu throwing the board up, spotting them? They're going to back up and get out of there. Not want to take the fight. The Trundle down the bot lane, putting some damage onto Ornn. Before backing off into the river. Or into the jungle. Trundle going back in against the Ornn. While fight goes down a little bit up here in the mid lane. Trundle and Ornn are just constantly trading back and forth while the rest of the team has a team fight up in the mid. They're finally going to go in on this, it looks like, with the minion wave into the tower. Constantly back and forth. The Ornn and the Trundle. Ornn knocking
Ignore
Trundle
the
up.
Ornn. Get the tower.
Yeah, come on, Karen. Kill that tower and you kill the Ornn.
Cogma's almost to the 3-item power spike. Runan's Hurricane. Once the Cogma gets that, team fights might be a little impossible for Squirtle. Oh!
Yeah, Mumu and Sejuani putting some damage onto each other. The Leona and the Samira coming around. Neither side wants to commit to that. And there we go. The Runan's Hurricane being picked up by the Cogma. That's looking really bad for Squirtle Squad there.
Oh!
But the turret in the bot lane is going to fall. And the fight, Cogma at the forefront, throwing shots at the Squirtle Squad. The Echo's just barely spotting that Sejuani in the bush. Almost found himself in a dangerous situation there. But instead now, Sejuani going in on the Lulu. Flash from Dr. Dad. And now the Sejuani has to get out of the Echo, killing Hove like it's nothing but a walk through the park.
That was a little ambitious on him. Probably should have just given up after the Lulu flashed away.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of his team wasn't there to have his back.
Especially when Dragon just spawned.
Yeah, and now we're going to see a soul point for players Reborn.
Well, it looks like I honestly think that Players Reborn can force a Baron now.
Yeah,
I think
mean,
they have the. I think they have it.
we've seen these team fights. These past couple team fights. They're just
Very
cooperating.
one-sided.
Yeah, that they're able to pull off their team combination. It's a lot simpler for them to do so, and they're just able to do it. And it's so much more effective. I mean, even with Ansem, or even with Fuzel, being 100 CS up, he's got 4 items. We see the Orinal coming in, launching, but not going to hit anything.
I guess they thought they were on Baron.
Yeah, I mean, a good blind check there, but really, that was kind of your initial engage for the fight besides the Amumu. So now, Players Reborn have to be a little bit careful here. They're going to be a little bit more cautious. Yeah, Squirtle Squad does seem to have the idea that Baron is a possibility. They're keeping their positioning around, staying close.
Oh. Sejuani flash.
Just barely missing that, thanks to that flash from Hove.
Echo is pretty far down in the bot lane right now. Picks up a turret and backs off. Or the turret should fall, maybe.
I mean, the minion wave's here, and now Cassiopeia. She's also here. I think the tower's gonna stay up.
That's a little unfortunate, but...
Oh no, Sejuani's in a dangerous position, but she's gonna get over the wall, but the Echo might still be enough.
Ooh.
Just barely getting out of there. Amumu missing his toss. The Leona and the Samira backing off there.
Somehow, Squirtle Squad does have a gold lead, despite all of these. Probably,
I mean,
just
it's
because
the
of the turret.
CS.
The towers and the CS, yeah.
I mean,
it's probably all on Fuzel.
I mean, what? Karen's got a decent gold lead against Ansem there.
Yeah.
In terms of CS.
Fuzel is 100 plus CS lead on poor Echo over here.
Yeah, they're if anything, Squirtle Squad is showing that they can CS.
They have the superior CS members. Oh, at least 2 of them.
And as I've been told time and time again, if you can last hit every minion, you've won the game.
Oh, wait.
A Baron actually getting started? Is Squirtle gonna... They're actually putting up a good decoy. The Samira and the Leona here in the mid lane, while the Trundle is in the bot lane. Players Reborn doesn't even know this is happening. The Baron goes down!
Somehow they had no vision.
Dragon's up in a minute. Oh man, this is actually something. This is huge for Squirtle Squad. This could be what puts them back into the game.
I think this is going to be... This might be... Not a final fight, but this is probably going to be the deciding fight. I would say. If Players Reborn win this fight, I'm pretty sure they just win the game. They get Infernal Soul.
Players Reborn knows that Squirtle has to put up a fight for this.
Yeah.
It's Infernal Soul if they just let them have it. So Players Reborn have that advantage, and they know that Squirtle Squad is gonna be here and is gonna fight. And no, the Samira getting caught out in the initial fight. The Ornal coming in, but the Samira's gonna stop it. That's good. The TP coming down for the Trundle. Oh no, the Home is gonna go down to the Cogmaw. Cogmaw's gonna get the Samira. Oh no, they're gonna clean the house as the Trundle and Cassiopeia have to get out of here.
That That might be it.
That's Infernal Soul.
I mean, they had a little bit. Their priorities were just, I don't know, they're kind of not there. They had half their team cut off from the Ornn ultimate, and then the other half was hard engaging onto the Kog'Maw.
I mean, I really think Karen stayed a little too long in the top lane.
Yeah.
They needed Karen there when the fight started, not by the time where 3 of the players on their team were dead.
Well,
But, I mean, Karen is going to go in against this Ornn. You know, Ornn's going to throw his ultimate up to try and stop this. The Kog'Maw and the Lulu are here now. The Trundle's probably going to die. Karen, you got to get out of there. You got to run. But the shutdown finally going through.
Rest in peace, Karen. Gone but never forgotten.
Yeah. Always with us.
Right, and this is where players Reborn should be pressing their advantage. They need to take this tier 1 mid turret. It's been there for too long. It needs to go.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh!
Oh,
they caught out the Kog'Maw!
Yes! This is what they needed! Leona getting the shutdown of the Kog'Maw! The Echo goes down as well! Oh man, what a clean sweep there! And now this Ornn is stuck in the jungle! Ansem is doing his best, but he's gonna get shut down. That's the fight! That's what should have happened during the Infernal Soul.
37 minutes. It took them 37 minutes, and they finally got a fight where they caught the Kog'Maw out, and that's exactly what happens if they catch the Kog'Maw out. It's not even a fight.
That's what should have happened for that Dragon Soul fight. It's not too late. They can still bring this back, though. I mean, if they can do enough damage into the space...
They might just try to end here.
They're doing a lot of damage. No, I think they're just going to go for 2 inhibitors.
They can. I definitely think they can do that. Oh, wait.
Umumu going in. This is possibly a mistake on his part. Oh, no, the Leona ult, the stun. Oh, the Polymorph and the Lulu going to keep him alive. And now the Kog'Maw is back here. Leona's going to go down. Holv is going to go down. That turned too quickly. Nobody was paying attention to the respawn timers.
That was a one tanky Umumu.
Unfortunately there, the Kog'Maw coming back alive in such an ideal situation.
But we've seen Squirtle Squad display their win condition. All right, they just need to, you know, they do that again. They might. Respawn timers are pretty long. It's basically 4 minutes to the game. They could possibly, after one more good. Oh, and Karen's just caught out.
It's really unfortunate. Karen, doing her best to run away. Echo is chasing. Not going to be able to do it though. Good job for Karen there. Getting out of there.
Not dead. Karen alive.
And now we do see that on the side of Players Reborn, everyone except for Dr. Dad has their ornament.
I don't think. What support items can one upgrade? Locket and. I think that's it. Is it just Locket?
Oh, wait,
Redemption.
no.
Redemption.
Yeah, no, there it is. Yeah. Has the ornament.
All right.
Salvation.
Right. Everyone's there. Everyone's got their ornament items.
The full ornament loadout.
All right, this is
gonna give them a bit of an advantage.
Now, Kog'Maw has the QSS. Lulu has the Mikhail's Crucible. Plus Lulu. Oh, Fusel's dead.
Oh no, Fusel.
And
that was real unfortunate there, getting caught out at the front of your team.
That's Baron. And not the game. No, definitely not the game, but that is...
They can get a lot of pressure here and be in a position to take the Elder Dragon. It's coming up in a minute. Yeah. Baron buff for the side of Players Reborn. They're just gonna... Honestly, they should just try and do as much damage to these towers. Maybe try to get an inhibitor. And then come back up, take this Elder Dragon, and then win the game off that.
Karen is just split pushing right now, so they do send Fuzel back, or Ansem, sorry. Completely different team. And they're pressuring... Yep, this is perfect. This is exactly what they should be doing. Pressuring this mid and hip turret.
Karen, he's up in the top lane. Taking down this tower pretty quickly.
Oh. Alright, Karen needs to... Oh! That
Karen!
huge.
Getting hit in the face with the Ornn ultimate, and it's nothing. He's just gonna walk out of there. The Elder Dragon's up.
Oh!
Karen's caught between the Echo and the Ornn, though. Oh, no! Oh, whoa! Can Karen do this? The shutdown under the Cogmaw!
Is that game?
Yes! Can they do this? Squirtle Squad, you can turn this around. The Trundle goes down, but he's bought enough time. Karen, you might have just done this. The Ornn flash, though. Is he gonna go down? Ornn goes down the hole. They're gonna chase down the Amumu. Oh no, this could go completely.
No.
Yes.
Players Reborn.
Squirtle Squad, you can do this. Chase it in. Bring it in. They've got a big minion wave crashing into the mid. They're gonna go for it. Cogmaw has a 22-second respawn timer, and Ornn's at 40 seconds. The first tower for that mid is gonna go down. They're gonna try to put up a fight. The Amumu doing what he can. Hole falling to Caged Reaper. Oh no! I think they just blew their opportunity.
Squirtle Squad.
Oh, they're putting up another fight though. Oh no!
Oh my god! No, it's over. Wait, no, now Players Reborn win. Wait,
that's a wipe for Players Reborn.
Wait, do they win off that?
I think they go Elder Dragon. Elder Dragon, and then they go... I don't think they can finish.
No, they might be able to... Because it's 40 seconds. They could just run it down mid. They have the time. They have the Baron.
They're too
they're
split.
Just going to play it safe. They're just going to play it safe.
Yeah, I mean... Karen has done a lot of miracles in this fight, staying alive a long time. With the help of the tower, you know, without the Elder Dragon buff, I think Karen would have been able to hold on.
I honestly thought Players Reborn were done after that, but somehow Gruer and Caged Reaper were able to hold that 2v4 in their base.
I mean, all they had to do was stall long enough for someone to come back up, and it was the Lulu coming out there, throwing out a polymorph, buying even more time for the Cogmaw.
Oh man, this game.
That talk about losing hope and falling off a cliff.
I was oh wait. Oh, never mind. Sejuani's on position. I thought they were gonna like do some weird pincer maneuver on this team, but
they've got to be careful. You know, I mean,
they can't give up. They can't fight this. They need to give up this inhib.
Yeah, no, they have to. They have to just play it safe. The Elder buff is too strong right now with Cogmaw.
Oh, okay, I thought Cage made a little mistake there, but it's fine. I probably wouldn't want to engage in Cage either. One tanky Amumu that can 100-0 anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like they're backing. Echo does have TP, so he's probably just backing for an item real quick. Most likely Zanya's.
They're holding really well. I think Players Reborn is playing a little too cautious.
Yep, I honestly think they should just press the go button. Like, I don't know. Ornn press R, Amumu just
look at how strong that Ornn is. By the time they get through him, the Cogmaw is going to shred anybody on the side of Squirtle Squad. Echo going in over the wall.
Oh.
Might be caught out.
Yep,
Amumu's here as well. Samira's going to go down. Yeah, no, one after the other. This Elder Dragon buff makes it so easy for them to just get these kills.
Alright, so that's the... And they're backing off. No, they're going in. Okay, good. Good.
Yep, go in. Go for the kill. Win this game.
You don't even need minions. Just auto the turrets.
Yeah,
And
or
Orn's not dying.
look at that, Orn. You can hit a tower.
Oh. Oh, and there goes Fuzel.
Oh no, Fuzel.
And that's the game. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Holy hell. Game 3 coming up soon.
A 45-minute slugfest.
Jesus. All right.
I mean, you know, there's nothing else that you can say, but I mean, you can
Well
do nothing
played.
but feel bad for Squirtle Squad and congratulate Players Reborn for holding on there. It all really came down to, in my mind, instead of doing the Elder Dragon, they went to try to finish the game.
That was probably the moment. They probably should have tried to do it. I understand that they're caught up. They saw the 40-second respawn timers. They had the mid in him was dead. They're like, only 2 people left. Yeah, we can do this. I understand where they came from, but didn't pull out. They managed to, Players Reborn managed to hold the 2v4, and Lulu eventually came back, and they ended up losing that. It's just unfortunate. So congrats to Players Reborn for winning that game, bringing us to a game 3, and let's hope for a very spicy game 3.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta wonder, is Squirtle Squad gonna have to adjust their banning and try to win it in the draft phase, just like Players Reborn really did?
Ban the Lulu.
Yeah, I mean, I could see why they banned it game 1.
All right, don't go anywhere. We're going to go to a short intermission, and then we're going to be back for a very explosive game 3, hopefully.
I hear the sound echoes beneath, angels
pop it, by the way. Let's get it.
Welcome to the world, no heroes and villains. Welcome to the war, we've only begun. So pick up your weapon and face it. There's blood on the ground, go and take it. You get one shot to make it out alive. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your bones, go and take it. This is your moment, now is your time. So prove yourself, hey. Rise, rise, make them remember. Busy chasing round with you on the downtown. There's blood on the crown. Yeah, rise, they will remember. Busy chasing round with you on the downtown. There's blood on the crown. Welcome to the climb up, reach for the summit. Visions brave, the one falls steadily the end. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your blood, go and take it. This is your moment. Take to the skies, go. Prove yourself, hey. Rise, rise, make them remember. Busy chasing round with you on the downtown. There's blood on the crown. Yeah, rise, they will remember. Busy chasing round with you on the downtown. Yeah, homie, we gon' rise, and we will never be sober. Yeah, 지혜 우리 간지에 we can never be humble. We gon' shine, move a scene when we enter. 평생들이처럼 고백 형님의 heavy metal. Smell like a tin spirit 좀 golden Lord burner. Pick up your weapon and face it. 아무도 널 막지 않아. 너 얼굴이 말 많아 간중은 널 믿지 않아. 보기 전까지 무시. That's why we gotta rise. Homie god dang it. 너 맡은 지멋대로 걷고. Yo, 바꿔내는 기분 잘 봐라 모니터로. 내 방패는 가시오 전투하는 날기. 중력 씹어먹고 저 달나라까지 rise. Prove yourself in. Make them remember. Remember what we're about to do. Remember what we're about to do. Higher. They will remember. Remember what we're about to do. Remember what we're about to do. Rise, rise. Pick up your weapon and face it.
Welcome back to Game 3 of Players Reborn versus Team Squirtle Squad, Shurima Finals. I am Vex Dragon, and I'm joined by Willis King of Game, and we're going to try to hop right into draft right now at this very moment.
Yeah, and I think that Squirrel Squad has to come back with an extremely successful draft in comparison to the last game. Starting
all
off.
right, so basically same bands. Lulu.
Oh, Cassiopeia this time.
Thank you. All right,
They're
so
finally saying that, Fuzel, we've had enough of you having 100 CS lead. We see a first pick Shen.
I kind of want to see Fuzel on Twisted Fate.
Would be an interesting.
Or Ziggs.
Could always.
Trying to think of like, oh, all right, that's that Set probably going top lane. Karen is big fan of Set. Since I didn't ban it, finally, he's allowed to play it.
Yeah, and Set is, I always forget just how much Set actually stays alive. You always go in on that low health Set, and then suddenly he's just turned it around on you.
Tarek. All right.
Interesting. Picking out a support this early on.
So it does eliminate that automatically just eliminates this flex pick for Squirtle squad. It makes it everyone knows it's a set top and it's a Tarek support. So
Zillion being glanced over by Players Reborn.
if they lock this in, then we know for certain it is Shen top, and then it is Zillion support. Okay.
I mean, you know, it
OP
could
champion.
be the ballsy Zillion mid.
Bjergsen, is that you? Retired now, unfortunately. Been watching Bjergsen for years. No more.
Yeah.
Zillion Jin bot. Oh, there is no way they are catching either of them. Oh,
That is a
They're
pretty powerful bottom lane.
they are the fast. Yeah, as of right now, I think Players Reborn has a better draft just based off of these 3 champions they've picked so far. I mean, I'm not really impressed with Squirtle Squad's draft right now. It looks very lackluster. I mean, just compare like, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Maybe the last 2 picks will change my mind, but as of right now, I'm thinking this is a very one-sided game.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't see Tarek being that influential enough to pick him as your second pick.
Yeah.
And
Victor ban.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe they should have picked for Fuzel, because now they're just going to ban out a lot of his champs right here. Diana, yeah.
Diana, yeah.
4 bans for Fuzel. That is so unfortunate.
Well, it's what happens when your mid laner is just left to pick last.
Yeah, now he does have counter pick, because I assume they're going to lock in. Okay, they're teasing me again.
The Alawi.
Yeah, Jinx. Wait a second here.
No, let's go back to that Alawi.
Yeah. What?
Yasuo.
What? There's no way Fuzel's on Yasuo. No. So it's Yasuo bot?
Yasuo bot. Silas being glanced over by Players Reborn.
Oh no.
That
is
not.
Oh, this. I honestly think this. All right. I mean, I don't think there's anything that can change my mind now. Players Reborn just one draft in my mind. Warwick. I mean, I honestly just don't see a way for Squirtle Squad to engage onto Players Reborn. Like, if they do, it's like, realistically, how are they going to kill anyone? They've got a Zillion ult. They've got a Shen ultimate. And in the event that Silas steals Tarek ultimate, they have a Tarek ultimate.
Yeah. That makes things so much.
Mouth?
Oh.
No.
What is
You're going to give
this?
Silas a Malphite ult? Don't make
What
this even
is
worse for
this?
yourself. Okay, thank you.
Zoe. Okay, there.
Okay.
I was about to say, like, where are you sending that Malphite?
Yeah, like, there's no way AP Malphite mid into Silas is going to work out for you.
That's just, as a Malphite player, that's just not going to work. That's probably the second most tilting experience against Silas. First most tilting experience being Mordekaiser. And having him. And anytime you Mordekaiser ult someone, having Silas Mordekaiser ult and then kill your mid laner. And then killing you.
And right now we're just going through player draft and yep.
Now, I really think Players Reborn won this draft.
Yeah.
I mean, just looking at it, I mean, I love their bot lane. Their bot lane is an excellent combination, the Zillion and the Jhin. I really love the Warwick. And the Shen and the Silas are just good. you can't go wrong with them.
I think Silas even beats Zoe. I'm not positive though, but like just in raw power. Again, laning, I think 1v1. I don't think because Silas can dodge the Zoe E. I mean, if she dodge, I mean, yeah, you dodge Zoe, you basically kill Zoe. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Silas just doesn't win. I don't know. I'm not a Silas player. I'm not a Zoe player. I don't know these matchups, but
Yeah,
I
so
do
it
know
is
Shen's really strong.
Yasuo being played by Ultimate Ace.
Oh,
Yasuo as the bot lane. I really am not sure how I feel about this. But
well, I'm just gonna say it. Squirtle Squad. Only way they win this game is if they win their lanes. They have to get an advantage early. That's it. I honestly don't. I mean, it's very clear that players Reborn just scale a lot better. I mean, like Squirtle Squad's comp, they've got to engage a perfect team fight. They have to land everything in order to win, because they've got to kill someone twice. They've got to get through like a 400 or like an 800 damage shield late game from a Shen ultimate. I mean, Silas, you don't know what he's gonna steal, but like probably gonna be a Mumu ult or Taric ult or a Set ult. I don't think he's gonna be stealing Yasuo or Zoe ult, but
it's just going to be tough, you know. It's like facing up against a wall. They're just going to have to take it together.
they gotta, yeah. It feels bad.
You know, I really think it's definitely one of these games where it's not just the weight on one player. Each of them has to play to their full, you know, to their full ability and really win what they can. Because if, you know, say Cage Reaper, for example, just comes down and ganks bot lane, and then Ultimate Ace and Minecraft Holmes keep getting camped, then there's not much that they can do about that in the late game. You know, they're going to get so much ahead that the amount of effort that they have to do to work with their team comp is just not going to work out.
Yeah, it's too much effort to execute what they picked here. It's way too much effort. I mean, realistically, players Reborn, they just gotta let the game play itself.
I'm actually interested. What knockup do they have for
I think set E is like momentary knockup and set ult. So like if you're spamming your R and Yasuo, you could probably get the set E ult off. Because I know Mordekaiser's E is the same way. There's like a half second or like a quarter second where like you can ult off of Yasuo. So set E is the same way. And set ult, and that's it. Those are the only two knockups they've got. And one of them is extremely time sensitive. And one is just a one person knock. Either way, there's just most of the time it's gonna be a one person knockup. So the only initiation this Yasuo has is himself, and that's usually not very good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, I just don't think he's going to be. I mean, he's definitely got the defense. You know, the wind wall is going to help him, you know, block a lot of things. But being able to go on the offensive, it's just not there. But I'm hoping Squirtle Squad can prove me wrong and show us a win with such a crazy composition.
Yeah, I mean, they've done well. I'm not going to count them out. I'm just simply voicing my concerns. I hope it's a competitive game. I would hate for those two close games to ultimately lead up to a very unfortunate stomp, but It might be looking that way.
Oh, I need to go down.
Oh, we got some nice skins. We got Pumpkin Prince of Mumu. Look at that. He's crying. Oh, all right.
Yeah, and as we all know, skins are the most important factor in whether or not you'll be doing good.
Ah. Another pause. Team's ultimate ace has once again bug splatted. Just like he did game 1.
Yeah, definitely slowing down the game. But is it going to be enough to help them win?
Stall the game. We got to think.
have a meeting, a quick emergency strategy meeting.
Well, I think they could do a. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Though I think Squirtle Squad, they could definitely do a an invade here. I mean, they got a Mumu Q, they got Tarek. Just I think they got a decent invade going if they try it out. And they've tried to invade 2 games in a row, so like, why would they stop now?
Yeah, but Player Reborn, having seen 2 invade attempts, they're definitely going to be on their toes.
True.
Yeah, there's going to be very little element of surprise. And yeah, Squirtle Squad stacking up, looking like they want to get ready for something. They seem to be almost debating the idea of the invade.
Yeah, it looks like they're just gonna sit here. Oh,
Yeah.
nice little Mastery 5 spam coming out. Mastery 7. Beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, someone bought the TSM icon. Ah, that is Foozle. That was you? That is a waste of money, Foozle. I'm sorry.
It's never a waste of money. SM.
06. 06.
Even in defeat, we set records.
Speed running to the airport.
They really wanted to get home.
They didn't want to miss the Cool Worlds event. Oh, wait, is that the Mumu skin making the blue buff just pulse like that? That is really cool.
Yeah.
All right, Karen, I want to see it.
I mean, Karen definitely has the advantage of skins up in the top lane, you know?
I don't know. Pulse Fire Shen's pretty cool.
I'm leaning towards this set skin, you know?
Mecha Kingdoms. Can't blame you.
You know, everyone uses the Pulse Fire Shen skin.
That's true. It is probably his most used one ever. Well, it was his first skin in a long time, if I remember. Or maybe that was Infernal. I can't remember which one came first. All right, that's irrelevant.
An attempt at the Zillion double failing.
Ooh. Little trade onto Foozle.
Yeah. Silas
Warwick
gets
coming
damage on. Oh, Warwick is probably going to try to get this kill. The flash from Foozle. Very good there.
Flash actually wasn't necessary. Cage Reaper did blow his E a little too early and didn't get the fear off. But Foozle was just wanting to make sure.
Quick on the trigger there.
No, it does look like Holb's just going for a full clear. Wanting to just get all the camps he can and get an XP going. XP lead. Gold
Yeah,
lead.
I mean, against this Warwick, the Warwick's definitely going to be able to gank better than this Amumu at early levels. So I really think Hove just should focus on clearing jungle camps and trying to get up to a point where he's going to be more effective for the team fights, especially. As we do see the Amumu coming in, trying to get the Silas from behind. The Zoe now coming forward, but the Warwick is going to try to charge through, being put to sleep by the Zoe.
Oh,
The Amumu getting the wrap onto the hole. Falling to Silas. Is the Silas going to get the double kill? Yes, he will. That was very tragic for Squirtle Squad there.
and Players Reborn getting off to an early lead, which is very not good on the side of Squirtle Squad, considering their comp is so much harder to pull off, and they did not need a double kill on the Silas.
Yeah, it's just already setting things. It also just puts Amumu a little bit behind.
Ooh. Deleted the bombs.
Yeah. Oh, now Jin's been caught out. He's getting targeted, being brought down. But we see a TP coming down from Silas. He's gonna get the knock up onto the Taric, and he's gonna get the kill.
3 kills on the Silas. It's looking like Brewer's finally gonna be on the giving end of the abuse. Fuzel 2 games in a row just making Brewer look silly with his CS lead and his contribution to his team. But now it looks like Brewer's finally ready to step up.
Well,
throwing Fuzel to the side and saying, I'm in charge now.
We're at 5 minutes, and Gruer's already got his Hex Tech revolver, so I definitely say he's in a good spot.
Oh!
Oh, wow. Oh, they're really chasing after this. The Jin, but the Zillion is just so useful down there for getting them in and out.
Yeah, it was 2 sums blown for Players Reborn. Jin heal and Zillion flash. So maybe that'll help. Poor Yasuo and Zillion bot lane, or Taric.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be in a tough spot for a little bit. But Cloud Drake is up. Silas and Warwick are coming down. They're going to try to get this kill into Amumu. But the Taric and the Yasuo are here. Maybe they can turn this and get the kill. But no! Shen coming down with his ultimate is going to make it so that Yasuo dies. Once again, Gruer on a rampage.
That is 4-0 Silas at 6.5 minutes. Players Reborn firmly in control, I would say, of this bottom half of the map. Karen does have a sizable CS lead top lane, but does that really matter if the Shen is giving off a lot of global pressure? Oh. Wait. Alright, Karen barely making it out. Though, I don't know. Brewer does have 4 kills, but Zoe has 12 CS lead, so, you know.
Yeah, but I 4 kills. I think that's
yeah.
Not
I'd
to
rather
mention
have the 4 kills.
Not to mention the first blood. Karen teleporting back to lane.
Gotta have silver linings. Maybe there's a chance for Squirtle Squad still. Maybe Gruer just throws his lead. Pulls a broken blade.
It's always possible to
always
throw
believe
away
in
a
the throw.
lead.
My ranked teammates do it all the time, so why not Gruer? Oh, alright, Fuzel getting a little over aggressive there, and it looks like he's gonna die.
It's not looking good. Cage Streeper finally picking up a kill. After all the hard work he's done, Gruer's finally said, you know what, you can have that one. Yeah, we are looking at a 2K gold lead for Players Reborn and the first dragon.
Well, just a little trade going on top lane, not much. So there's not really much this set can do into the Shen. I mean, realistically, the Shen fights on his own terms.
Yeah, it's kind of hard in that sense. You know, he's gonna come in, he's gonna fight when he wants to, and he's gonna very often be elsewhere on the map.
But it does look like a Mumu is starting Rift Herald on his own, probably trying to just do something because there's. I mean, I don't think any of his lanes are gankable at this point, and Karen is very low, has to flash away.
Oh wow, that could have been bad.
Shen's damage is crazy.
He's got a Bomby Cinder and just that so far. But even with that, it's just enough, you know? He's also got quite a big minion wave built up. And it looks like they're gonna try to collapse onto the Amumu. The Amumu and the Zoe tried collapsing onto the Silas, but now Shen is here. Greer, what an amazing showing you're doing.
Ooh. Well,
I guess Greer finally decided that he's tired of having Fuzel dominate the mid lane.
we have found the counter to Fuzel. It is to ban 4 of his champions.
Who thought that if you ban 4 of someone's champions, that they'd end up with someone that's not so good for the team comp?
Man, I just can't help but think this draft of Squirtle Squad is just. I don't know what they were thinking.
I'm a bit mind-boggled.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically losing every lane. I mean, you saw Set might have a lead, like a CS lead, but oh wait, oh and
Oh, we got a fight coming down here.
Flasher Flash.
Yeah, I mean, you know, any little advantage. In the top lane, you know, Set being forced to just play so far back away from the Shen. Mountain Drake up in 40 seconds.
Oh, jeez. That damage should be illegal.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
a-
looking good so far.
That's a Bomby Cinder. What's the item called? I'm forgetting.
Bramble Vest.
Bramble Vest, yeah. That's a Bomby Cinder Bramble Vest Shen. Basically half helping the. Oh.
Warwick
no.
going in on the Tarek. He's gonna pop it. A Mumu coming down to try to help out, but they've all got to run away. Silas is not relenting. Gonna stun and Cage Reaper getting the kill on the hold. This Mountain Dragon is now pretty much player Reborn's.
And sometime during the fight, Set did burn his. Oh no.
Oh no. Fuzel, that's not what wants. That's not what we need you to do. Getting caught out by the Silas. Really unfortunate there.
Well, it's not looking good, but. There's hope, I think.
We are going to have an Infernal Soul.
Add a nice little red tint to the map.
Yeah,
Very.
I mean, yeah. Clear out some of these walls.
Oh, and we got a pause coming in. Dr. Dad saying in chat, Ansem dying, BRB. So something must have happened to poor Ansem.
You know, maybe Squirtle Squad's, you know, trying to perform some real life trickery.
Sabotaged. And to the guy in chat who said, how are there 4 mid bans and you end up with the Yasuo bot lane? I'm gonna have to tell you, I don't know. I'm not sure how you end up with the Yasuo bot lane after 4 bans in the mid lane. But here we are. Somehow. With the Yasuo bot lane. And a Tarek. I am actually super surprised that Mycroft Holmes never once picked his Thresh this series.
He had it open game 2, and he had it open game 3.
And he picks Tarek.
And
Yeah, maybe it'll be useful later. Who knows? Maybe I'm sleeping on it, but
yeah, maybe it has some sort of... Maybe it's countering something that I just don't see.
oh. Clearing out some vision.
You know? Yasuo and Tarek making their way up the river. But
Potentially looking for a mid gank.
that control ward is just going to give that Yasuo away. Silas is definitely not going to step forward now that he knows those two are hanging around nearby. While meanwhile, since they left their lane, Jhin and Zillion are just pushing into the tower. They're probably going to get a plate. Oh, Yasuo pushing in. Oh man, they're doing a lot of damage. Except not really, because now Shen is down here and they've turned the fight around. We see a TP coming down from the set. They want to make this a 5-man fight. But I don't think this is going to work out, even with 5 mans. They're not going to be able to get the engage. Warwick is charged in now. They're focusing down Warwick. Yes, they shut him down. The showstopper landing nothing, though. But Guerrero dominating, going to take down Karen. And now we see lots of damage. Resurrection onto the Silas. And the double kill. The triple kill. The quadra kill.
Is this the Penta?
The Penta! He's going for it! He's chasing down, but he's used his flash.
Oh, Fuzel. You did not. Oh!
Yes! He
Oh.
can. No! Fuzel!
Oh.
The
It's not a
Penta kill!
Penta.
Oh, so
It's
close!
unofficial. Unofficial.
That's so close.
You know, I was joking when I said it would be a 20-minute stomp.
Fuzel, why? What were you thinking there? 10-0 Silas at 15 minutes. This is really a bad fight. Bad position for Squirtle Squad to find themselves in.
I mean, that was probably the best fight they could possibly hope for at this point, and they only got 2 kills out of it. So it's future. This future of this game is not look. Oh, that Q kind of fizzled out.
Oh, set. Getting dangerously close to being pincered between Warwick and the Shen. And there is going to be a fight. Oh no! Warwick and Zillion with the Shen here. They're going to go right through set. Not even set can survive that. They're now chasing the Amumu all the way under the tower. And now they're going to turn around and actually go for this Rift Tower.
Oh, here comes the Shen.
The Shen coming down. Gonna go in and taunts the Tarek. Gonna get this kill. He really wants this to happen. The flash off the Jhin.
Well, players reborn. Oh wait, multiple fights possibly breaking out. Nope.
Yeah,
just
we got a
one
potential
there.
fight down here. Silas is
Oh, no.
honestly enough to take on multiple people right now. He's got the Amumu ult. This is potentially really bad, as the Yasuo, Greer, continuing to just get kills.
Well, it just seems like Squirtle Squad is just falling apart this game. They look so good the past 2 games, and everything is just going wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder if last game's just tragic end was enough to tilt them into.
it'd be a shame, you know, to get all this way to the finals and to come into game 3 with a bad mindset.
Hove trying to steal that away, but unfortunately not getting it.
And there goes another kill. This time, Ansem picking up his first.
Well,
I mean, there's very little that Squirtle Squad can do in this position.
yeah, I'm gonna dare say I don't think there's anything they can do. I mean, I know you're not supposed to like just give up on these teams, but I just don't see a way this works. Like their team comp, I just can't. With how far they've.
I mean, it's 16-2 in terms of team kills. And 11 of which are on the Silas. He's got a Zonia's, a Hextech GLP, and a Magi's.
Fuzo looks to be dying.
Yep. That is not very good. Oh, look at this. We've got Hove coming up. He's hiding in the bush. Yes, he gets the stun onto the Shen. This might be enough to actually get a kill. They're really trying here. They're putting a lot of resources in, but the teleport coming in. Silas is here. And now, Silas is going to get the kill. He's going to go in. And thanks to Cage Reaper, they're going to get the kill on the Fuzel. The Silas taking the Taric ult. Not exactly useful there, but now the Jhin ult is popping. He's shooting shots. They're gonna get, most likely, a lot of damage put down. The set coming down to Silas. They're coming in and out of these fights.
Ooh.
The double kill, the Zillion landing the kill into the set. And there goes the kill onto the Taric.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at this point, I say pack it up.
It's, you know, it's...
Players Reborn is
not
9K
good.
gold lead.
They're in the driver's seat. You know, they're on point soul. They're on soul point. I mean, just try comparing Fuzel with Greer right now. I mean, every other game, Fuzel was always up in CS no matter what was happening. But just not this game. Fuzel's just been unable. You know, he's constantly getting taken down.
I mean, it just seems like every time Squirtle Squad tries to make a play happen, it just backfires and blows up in their face. Like, I've seen Hove multiple times try to make plays, but every single time, you get a Shen ultimate, you get a Shen TP, you get a Silas TP, you have Cage Reaper coming in from out of nowhere, ulting from half the lane away. It's like,
You really got to attribute it to Players Reborn's communication. You know, their map presence, they're coordinating so well that they're able to immediately come together and form up if one of their players gets jumped.
oh.
Yeah, it looks like they're chasing after the set now. Shen and Warwick really trying to come down. Zillion's going to come down at the end, but it's not even needed. The Warwick himself now is actually getting really fed. He's up to 7 kills. Dragon coming up in 30 seconds. You know, they're going to start this fight a little preemptively. Tarek at the front line. And there's a Mumu in there going all in, but they've been stunned. Oh, man, Silas coming in there. Gonna get the double kill. Can Silas continue to chase? Silas is... Oh, no, Jin gets the Yasuo.
Oh. You just got...
This is painful to watch.
This is painful. You just gotta wonder what's going through Squirtle Squad's heads right now.
I mean, I know if I was playing this game, I'd be checked out, you know?
Yeah, I
It's
probably
just-
could say the same.
So rough, you know? I mean, being 13 kills down your lane opponent. A 23-minute Infernal Soul. With a 12k gold lead.
Oh,
Looks like they want to try for another fight, but oh my! Did you see the damage put onto the Tarek?
yeah,
Oh
that.
my! The damage they're throwing out!
Oh no.
Is this
That-
it?
That's game right here.
Are they gonna finish on that?
They might. Karen asking in all chat if this is a best of 5.
It's never too late for us to switch it to a best of 5.
It's a 12:05. I swear. I hope it's not a best of 5. Oh, you also win while blocking Silas ultimate.
Yeah, oh, wow, they're really trying. Now the real question is, can they shut down the Silas before the game ends?
Oh. Well, and there you have it. Players Reborn are your Shurima champions.
Wow!
Congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Who do we grab? Who do we grab for an interview?
I mean, there's so many options, but I mean, looking at last game,
Nah,
I mean, yeah, anybody would.
anyone works.
Let's just take a look at the advanced details here. Yeah, look at the total damage to champions. 22,000 for Silas.
Edgar finally able to show. Oh, we got 2 people in here.
Oh, we got
3 people in here.
Bro, it's a free win, baby.
We got 4 people in here. And we've got the whole
Uh,
team in here.
congratulations, guys.
Thank
Congrats.
you,
The
thank
finals. It was, I mean, after game 1, and then bringing it back for game 2, and taking it in game 3. How do you guys feel?
I mean, we've always been a little bit of a slow team to ramp up, but I think we really demonstrated our strengths in the second 2 games. And in the second game, it was jungle bot gap, and in the third game, we solo lane gapped them. So I think we just proved across the board we're a better team, and we're going for the alligators next.
Imagine only our jungler getting MVP votes, by the way.
What? All right. You know what? I actually have a question for Squirrel.
Oh.
So, at any point in game 2, ever nervous when because you were basically
no.
Yeah.
you were the person that was entrusted to carry the team basically that game. It's like you got a tank top, you got a tank jungle, you've got Lulu support, and you've got Echo mid. But Echo mid's kind of like he's there just in case, but it's like you're the main carry. Were you ever nervous?
Oh yeah, that one. I don't. If you guys noticed, I flashed into like 4 of them. I was. Yeah.
Well,
Now, speaking about game 2, when there was that moment where Squirrel, you got caught out there in the beginning of that dragon fight right before Elder. When they tried to end the game, what was going through your guys' mind? What was your guys' thought process? And
I thought it was over. I'm not gonna
O
lie.
F
I
O F
actually
O
thought it
F
was
O
over.
F O F.
I was surprised we were able to hold the base like 2-on-5. I really thought they had it.
Nah, I knew the minute that they didn't go for the Elder, we were fine.
I personally thought it was over after that. I was.
Yeah, I thought they
I
nailed
even
it for
I
sure.
was like, no, not like this, and I'm glad it ended up not being end like that.
Yeah, that's never any fun.
Yeah, you guys it was because you were all split up for that team fight, so it was. I mean, they just kind of picked off the 2 stragglers, and then.
Oh my god, yeah. And then our ADC, our suicide squirrel decides to give him the special.
I'm actually just like, I don't know the emotions that I'm feeling besides elated. Because
first tournament win, baby.
Yup,
because
Ansel
the
finally
whole
on
joke
top.
about how like I don't win tournaments ever. I always get like second, third, fourth, never first. Oh my god.
Well,
And it was against the best.
now.
And it was against the best laning top laner in Seal, and I hard lane gapped him game 3 when he got counterpicked.
I'm honestly surprised you're able to that game with Orm. I mean, you against. I'm surprised, dude. Like.
Oh yeah, and then the solo kill that happened in game 2. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Damn, man, calm down, bro. Let other people talk.
Yeah,
Did you see that solo kill?
I
Fuck
saw
you,
the solo
Karen.
kill. I'm glad you were able to actually do something game 3 because game 1 and 2 you just kind of just sitting in the back burner.
I want to say like I was really happy too because I've played against Foozle quite a few times now, and even in the games I've won, I've usually felt like he was doing as good, if not better. So, but I felt like as long as he wasn't on, one of his premier picks like the Oriana or the Casio, that I'd be able to like play it out against him. And then when it looked like a perfect game for Silas, I'm just really happy we could pop off and finally like have a mid carry. Because I definitely just needed to thank my team after game 2. That was not the best Echo performance.
I mean, we know how the Squirtle squad plays. Hove sets up a camp in mid lane and never leaves. And we tried to avoid that for most of the time, and Brewer soaks it up and does a good job being a punching bag. But game 3, with all the cards on the line, we said, all right, Brewer, we'll take the 2v2. Let's do it.
With game 3, during the actual, I'm curious, what were your thoughts on their team comp during the draft?
Oh.
What was going through your mind?
As soon as we saw the Yasuo, we thought it was a troll draft.
No, I don't know.
draft
I
made
was
me cry.
surprised they went for the Yasuo just because I just haven't seen Ace play that one before, and he played really well the first game on Caitlyn. He played well the second game on Samira, even in the loss, I thought. But yeah, the Yasuo. But then once the Amumu got locked in, and we knew they weren't really going to be having Silas on their radar, the Amumu ultimate as Silas is just kind of a free win.
Can't play my champions against me.
Well, once again, congratulations to you guys. You guys definitely showed that you earned that victory. Putting in a 45-minute game 2.
Yo, who was the play-by-play? I want to watch it later, but who was the play-by-play? Willis?
Yep.
Yeah, I was trying my best to keep up those fights all across the map. You guys were not making it easy, starting multiple fights at once.
Yeah, thank you guys for hosting and streaming and making this possible. It's a lot of fun. It's fun being able to have like a live casted game, and once again, just great series to the Squirtle Squad. They're the best opponents we've played all season. Every game we played against them was like a challenge in some way or another. So, just great game for them. Look forward to playing them next season, hopefully.
Well-
Yeah, buddy.
Right, well, I think that about does it.
Yeah. Congratulations again, and thanks everyone for joining us for what an amazing finals.
1 in 25, by the way.
Hey.